With your first subscription purchase, all you have to do is go to athleticgreens.com/Rome. Once again, athleticgreens.com/Rome. I absolutely love this product. athleticgreens.com/Rome.
The Brian Bailey Show.
Head Coach Cliff Dobbins, what's it mean to have so many players that are going to be honored by the American?
Well, I tell our guys every year that if you want to get recognized individually, be on a great team, and no offense, nobody's going to remember who got Pitcher of the Year or Hitter of the Year or First Team All-Conference. They're just going to remember what the Pirates were like in 2022. But it's awesome. I'm glad. Look, I mean, nobody deserves it more than our players because of where they started and how they finished. So it's great to see.
Tune in Mondays at noon for The Brian Bailey Show, powered by Greenville Utilities, right here on Pirate Radio.
Hey Pirate Nation, Lindsey Gray here with Carolina Caliber. In 1960, my granddaddy started his firearm business right here in Eastern NC. Still family owned and operated, we have the area's largest selection for outdoor shooting sports and accessories and are one of the nation's top firearm dealers. At Carolina Caliber, we have everything you need from hunting, home defense, and personal protection, including a wide variety for ladies and youth. We buy, sell, and trade. It's a time-honored tradition. Visit us at Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville.
In studio with Jeff Stein from Brown & Wood. What's new, Jeff?
For service, we're doing touchless pickup and drop-offs. So when you pull your vehicle in, we greet you at the car and open the door for you, but we're putting plastic on the seats. We're having a steering wheel cover put on. We even have shift knob covers now this year. And then we have the customer actually drop the key in a baggie, and they're the next one to touch that key when it comes out of the baggie when they pick up their vehicle. So just want to make sure we take care of the customers that voted us number one.
Brown & Wood, your number one dealership in Greenville and the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
Hello, Eastern North Carolina. If you're looking for a great place to work with competitive pay and advancement opportunities, Pitt County Schools is hiring. We employ over 3,000 people and we're one of the largest employers in Pitt County. Pitt County Schools is currently seeking teachers, bus drivers, school nutrition personnel, facility staff, custodians, clerical staff, and more. We offer advanced leadership opportunities for our educators and competitive pay for our skilled labor force. Come work for a diverse, thriving school system and be an important part of ensuring success for the students of Pitt County who are the future of Eastern North Carolina. To fill out an application, visit our website today at pittschools.org. That's pittschools.org, or go directly to our job postings at bit.ly/PCS employment. That's bit.ly/PCS employment. Pitt County Schools, engaging, empowering, and elevating every student and every staff member every single day.
University PC Care has been the Pirate Nation's go-to IT expert since 2006. Your office deserves a proactive tech support approach instead of always reacting to issues after the damage is done. You need BizCare. BizCare tech support and cybersecurity plans keep you ahead of potential issues and much safer from cyber threats like ransomware. What's at your office? Call William today to schedule your free BizCare consultation or learn more at universitypccare.com.
This is Dr. Anthony Skalik from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes of ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services, as well as walk-in urgent care on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com and go Pirates!
Chico's Mexican Restaurant is the home of the best margaritas. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's every Tuesday for the Gulf of Mexico. A huge 38-ounce lime margarita for only $7.99. On Thursdays, relax and enjoy half-price pitchers of Chico's house margaritas. Choose from lime, strawberry, blood orange, raspberry, or peach. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's Mexican Restaurant in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com. Chico's, where the fiesta never ends.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
Hi. Hi. Hi.
Tabua. Tabua.
Aub.
What about Aub?
Cool, neat story.
Was that supposed to be funny? There's local politics, bud.
Got a little taco meat on my chest.
Let's get the pumping.
I know Clip said he packed us in, so I'm just glad that I can prove Clip wrong.
Got him, strike 3, it's all over. The Pirates are dancing and they'll have a home regional in Greenville, North Carolina.
A lot of people just see what we do on the field. They don't see the hours at 5 in the morning and the hours when it's 100 degrees out in Greenville. They don't see all that, so just seeing it finally pay off is just really awesome.
Our guys are tough as nails. They've continued to show up when nobody else believed in them. I'm just so daggone proud of them.
It's gonna be fun. We in the thick. I mean, everybody gonna be loud. I'm gonna be loud with them. I'm screaming too. Like, yeah, let's go, let's do this. You ready for this? I am.
Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
All right, welcome into Pirate Radio Live. No Clip Brock quite yet, as he will be joining us in hour 2 and 3 today. Jonathan Ellerbe sitting in the big chair as we are less than 24 hours away from the Greenville, North Carolina Regional, and we have an action-packed show for you. You're going to hear from the head coach of the ECU Pirates, the players from their practice today. The players are going to be here in studio. You're going to hear from the voice of the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. So there is a lot of big guests and big news and information for you in this action-packed 3 hours called Pirate Radio Live. Good to be here today in the studio with me. Got a packed studio right now. Troy D and Chandler Honeycutt. How are you guys doing?
What's up, Ellerbe? Good to see you.
Good to be here. I think this may be the first time I've sat in the big chair.
I was just going to ask you, have you ever actually hosted since we've redone the studio?
I don't know if I've ever hosted Pirate Radio Live. I've obviously hosted plenty on this station over 20 years, but I think this may be the first time I've sat in the big chair.
How's it feel?
It feels great. Just kind of driving. I can cut your mic off if I need to. Let other people have a chance. So,
it's kind of like you've been, like deep sea fishing, but you're actually in the chair now.
Yeah,
versus on the boat.
It was my up.
There's only correct. There's only one big chair.
That's what they call it.
And you're in the big chair, big boy.
So I'm gonna reel in the fish. I'm gonna put the hook in your mouth and gaff you if I have to.
Well, I was gonna gaff Chandler, but
we'll get to that. We got the content junkie CJ on the other side of the glass, and of course the fabulous Shirley Rhodes hanging out. Clip will be back with us in hour 2 and 3 as he had some family events to take care of as school is winding down. So we have an action-packed show. We're going to get you ready for this huge weekend in Greenville, North Carolina. Hopefully the first of 2 huge baseball weekends. But, before we do that, I was told that there's a countdown to another sport that we need to let the Pirate Nation know about, and that is the David Price Construction countdown to kickoff, right, Chandler?
That is right, Ellerbe. And since we have 2 special guests in the studio today, make sure you put your hard hat on. Now, Troy, I'm going to let you do this because I think you want to do this. I need you to ask Shirley Rose to do something for me.
All right. Shirley, are you ready? Are you ready, Shirley?
If you watch, you probably noticed I put Clip's helmet on my helmet there. So,
God, you got a big head, CJ, because I'm borrowing his hat. Shirley, back that fat truck up.
Back it up, baby.
Is that what you wanted?
That's perfect.
How was it?
The energy was
all right, thank you.
Fantastic. Now what I need you to do is tell the people how many days away are we on the David Price Construction countdown.
All right, on the David Price Construction countdown to kickoff for ECU football, we're down to 93 days, folks. 93 days and counting until kickoff for ECU versus NC State, Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium, high noon, September 3rd. But only 91 days away until the Pirate Radio football kickoff party, 7 p.m. State Theater, downtown Greenville.
Will there be music there?
There will be music. We're going to have an awesome band called the Breakfast Club, playing 80s music. We'll have details on the party. Things are coming together, Ellerbe, as once we get through baseball and stuff, we're going to have some other big announcements concerning that.
Yeah, the party is going to be rocking on September 1st. Really looking forward to that. Things are really coming together. Got a lot of great things planned for football season. Of course, you mentioned East Carolina, NC State, high noon. It'll be a good weekend to go ahead and get out and get used to the temperatures for that game coming up in September this weekend. Of course, Wolfpack fans could watch a lot of baseball they can count down the number of days because they're not going to be
bogged down watching any baseball.
What a terrible week for them.
Wolfpack fans get their choice. They can either watch ECU host the Greenville Regional, or they can watch Chapel Hill in the Chapel Hill Regional. Choose your poison, Wolfpack fans.
What a just an absolute.
We look good in these, by the way. I think me and Ellerbe ought to roll up on some construction sites.
Speaking of NC State, they missed out on the tournament. They found that out on Monday. Today they found out that their outstanding freshman, Tommy White, has entered the transfer portal and will be going elsewhere. And the word is that he might stay in the ACC. It could be Florida State.
That's a big loss. It's been a tough week for NC State.
Yeah, they should be used to it. They should be used to tough weeks. They
My friends call it NC State stuff, but stuff it being, a dirty word.
Yeah.
The other S word. This is definitely an NC State stuff week.
Absolutely. We'll get more on the Wolfpack as we get closer to football season, because that's be the next time we focus on them. But baseball is in full effect in Greenville, North Carolina. We had full team coverage out at practice at Clark LeClaire Stadium, not just for the Pirates, but for all the teams. You can go to our social media at PR927FM and see videos, quotes, and all sorts of information there. You guys were out there today.
We had more staff out at Clark LeClaire than we did here.
Yes.
We had an all hands on deck deal. And I think East Carolina, getting that #1 seed, for this regional, and obviously an 8th seed nationally, got to pick kind of decide when they get to practice first. So I think it was a big advantage they went early, because it's hot out the day. And some teams getting ready to go out, in a little bit in the heat of the day. Mm-hmm. East Carolina, everyone gets the same amount of time, but the only thing that changes is what time you go out there. So East Carolina got to go first, get it done. Guys are already relaxing. They've got the rest of the afternoon off. We're going to hear from a number of them live in studio coming up in just a little bit. Our Pirate Radio athletes will be joining us at 4:30 and 5 o'clock, so we look forward to that. But I do think it was a big advantage getting out there early.
Well, it looks like they went in order, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah,
is that right,
they did.
CJ?
And I did look at the temperature before we went out there. I think when ECU took the field, it was 81 degrees. And Coppin State just took the field 7 minutes ago, and it is 95 degrees. So it does make a big difference.
Yeah, and maybe I misspoke saying you got to choose, but they got the advantage by being the first out there.
Now, I did think, they got to choose to whether they're playing the 1 or 7 o'clock game on Friday, which I think, obviously, we've learned the home field advantage is to go ahead and play first, just in case there's a weather situation, and then your game is always in progress or over, and you have more time to rest. It worked well for the Pirates. The Pirates played a perfect AAC tournament, pretty much, by winning day off, and then
swept it.
Yeah, and then just the 4-0. So hopefully the same will happen this weekend. A win on Friday, a win on Saturday night, and a win on Sunday night, and they punched their ticket to the Super Regional weekend, which will be here in Greenville, North Carolina.
Man, we learned earlier this morning the road to a Super Regional starts tomorrow with Josh Groves on the mound to begin the game for the Pirates tomorrow. So we know who our starter is.
Yes, so the Pirates will be ready to go against Coppin State. So I've been trying to learn about these teams this year. Coppin State comes in here 24-28. So they have a losing record
as we
overall.
Said earlier, that's no cop.
Yes.
No
UVA, Troy, you want to feel old. How about this? UVA, they come in here at 38-17. Brian O'Connor is in his 19th year as the head coach at the University of Virginia. He's had unbelievable success. He's been to the College World Series 5 times. He's won it once. But when I say, do you want to feel old, it's because we all remember Kevin McMullen when he was the acting head coach with pretty much Tommy Eason the year that Keith LeClaire could not coach his last year. Kevin McMullen has also been at Virginia 19 years.
Wow, has it been that long?
Yeah, he's been on the staff the whole time with Brian O'Connor. I was doing some bio research. I was trying to think because Kevin McMullen left and worked with the Braves for a little bit after the stuff with he didn't get hired, which a lot of people thought he could have gotten hired. And
I remember his name was in
the acting should have been taken off his name, could have been hired. Him and Tommy could have stayed on.
He did a great job that year.
He did through
very difficult circumstances.
Of course, the Pirates hired Randy Mazey, and Coach Mazey had some success, and then Billy Godwin took over for Coach Mazey, and now we're at Coach Cliff Godwin here as the Pirates. But it's hard. 19 years as an assistant at Virginia. I think 15 of the 19 he's been the associate head coach. So obviously just a great baseball mind, and Kevin McMullen. A lot of people will know him.
Yeah, Cliff spending some time with him yesterday at the house. He said obviously good friends and former teammates, I do believe. if I'm not mistaken. Or he was the
Kevin was the coach.
I'm sorry, coach.
Kevin was
he was
Cliff's
the coach
coach
when Cliff was here. That's
Yes.
right. Knew there was a connection, and that was it. He said Kevin came over to his house last night. And they were able to hang out some.
And stay tuned to our social media platforms. We did talk to Kevin McMullen today, so and he had some fantastic words to talk about CG and his time here at East Carolina.
I forgot. I read one of the projections at one time that Cliff Godwin's team was projected to come to the Greenville region. Did they end up making the tournament or not?
Billy Godwin's team.
I'm sorry,
Cliff Godwin's team is in the Greenville Regional. They're the host.
It's hot. I'm a little,
are you okay?
I had to get my hands dirty today out there on location. I had to go out there myself. But Billy Godwin, did he make the tournament? What is he, UNCG?
They did make
We hosted a regional in 09.
No, they made the tournament with UNC Greensboro because they won their conference tournament. And I don't know what regional is. Maybe the Content Junkie.
But see, I thought that would have been a neat storyline to have them come back to Greenville.
Well, there's several Greenville, North Carolina players on that UNCG
and I thought they might have positioned it that way for that drama.
I think maybe if television was a bigger factor, like it is in the NCAA tournament, they would have played it up.
That would have been an interesting matchup.
That was a potential.
Cliff Godwin versus Billy Godwin. Godwin versus Godwin. Past versus future.
There was also a projection where West Virginia could have came to Greenville, and that's where Randy Mazey is right now.
Yeah, projections.
Wow, what if both of them were here? That would be nuts.
Nuts. And Cliff Godwin's team. What if his team was here? So
what could have been?
So looking at these teams in the regional, UVA, obviously a very strong, have a tremendous amount of postseason experience. They went to the College World Series last year.
Don't sleep on the Wahoos.
So I'm saying,
telling you, they scare me.
And then
I'm getting nervous, Ellerbe.
And then Coastal Carolina, they come in here at 36-18-1. Somehow they tied a game. We'll have to figure that out later. But they've been to the College World Series once. But what's impressive about that is they win once and they won it once.
Mm-hmm.
So when that's pretty good. And ironically, Virginia went in 2015 and won it, and then Coastal Carolina went in 2016 and won it. And their coach
Gary Gilmore
has been there for 26 years.
Just got done talking to him about 30 minutes ago.
So
Shirley, with Ellerbe pumping up all these other teams, I'm getting nervous.
It's real easy to make you nervous.
It is.
So
I was feeling good up until
I just kind of wanted to lay the lay of the land that the Pirates.
Are you nervous?
Yes.
Does Virginia make you nervous?
Yes.
Steven.
Does Coppin State make you nervous?
Not that bad. But then again, I wasn't nervous about Bryant earlier this year.
Are you going to drink enough water tomorrow to not pass out by 2 o'clock?
I got to tell you, though, I am a little worried because it's been a while since we've had a tailgate. It's going to be in the heat of the day. Are people ready? Will they be prepared?
People being you?
Yes.
People being
right. You got to pace yourself.
Yeah. You got to pace yourself.
Yeah.
So, 1 o'clock game. I'm not requiring you to go to the night game.
Right.
So you can just go out.
I'm just going to play it by ear. I'm going to see what happens with the ECU game and then just let it play out from there. So we may stay we may do a doubleheader. But ECU is the one I want to see.
Don't overpromise and underdeliver. Yeah. So those are the three teams. Obviously, it sets up for a fun Saturday night if the Pirates can take care of business on Friday against Coppin State. And speaking of Coppin State, Cliff Godwin addressed the media earlier today, and you guys were both out there. Let's hear from Cliff about what he thinks about this weekend and Greenville, North Carolina, Coppin State, Coastal Carolina, and the University of Virginia.
Troy Dreyfus is here. Are you kidding me? Hey, dude, only show up for postseason or what?
Big games, Coach.
Yeah,
it's a big game.
Yeah,
Coach, talk about practice day a little bit.
I'm just happy that Troy Dreyfus showed up today. First time all year, so that's my first opening statement.
It should be.
Yeah. Practice was great today. Our guys have taken it business as usual, and that's been the neat thing about this team is over the past 2 months, well before the winning streak, our guys have just showed up very consistent with what they're trying to do. So it's been fun to be a part of.
Throughout this streak, they've all talked about it's just how we play baseball. We're really not worried about the opponent. Kind of the same thing with Coppin State.
I hope we do the same thing that we've been doing because that's what we need to do. We don't need to treat anything differently than what we've been doing.
A lot of teams with a traditional 3 starters seem to get out of whack if somebody gets rocked. They have to play a 4th game. Is y'all's untraditional pitching staff make you more ready for a regional, you think, than the average team?
Yeah, because you guys can't say that we're throwing off in game 1, so that makes it a lot more fun for me.
Do you know who you will start tomorrow?
Groves is going to start tomorrow.
And obviously he's been pitching well lately. Is it just a matter of you want him to continue to do the same thing?
He's got a hot hand, so that's what we've done all year. We've rode the hot hand, so he's got a hot hand. We just want him to go out there and pound the strike zone. He's done a good job of that.
Cliff, you've been in this position before. You've had a lot of regional experience before, been through a lot of teams. What's the chemistry like on this team specifically versus other ones that you've coached?
It's the best that we've ever had because I would say they feel like I do. We're playing with house money. I mean, 2 months ago, nobody even thought we were going to make it to the postseason. So I would say it's the least amount of pressure that any East Carolina team I've been a part of has had.
Talking to Bryson last year, he went into this thing with basically a bum shoulder. Just how good do you think he's feeling now? And, obviously he's been swinging a hot bat, but is he a guy that you guys can kind of lean on this postseason?
He feels a lot better. I mean, he wasn't taking BP last year this time, so it's just very good to have him and Hoover. I mean, pretty much play the entire season both healthy. I mean, Hoover hasn't been healthy until this year, and obviously his production has been outstanding.
Coach Kevin McMullen back at ECU here, familiar face at Virginia. What's it like to have him back here this weekend?
Coach Mack's a mentor to me. He came over to my house last night and we hung out and just caught up on old times and stuff. And, I wouldn't be in the position I am today without Coach Mack. I didn't necessarily love him, especially my junior year, but we became really close my senior year. And then we've kept that relationship really close-knit throughout my coaching career.
Do you know if Conference State is announced to start yet?
They have not. I'm trying to get Malcolm to get on that. So.
How much is all the experience that this program has had? You guys have started a regional, lost the first game, bounced back, won the regional. You guys have breezed through a regional. I mean, you've played in so many regionals. I mean, how does that experience all come together?
For me, it's just the most relaxed I've probably been since I've been the head coach, just because what I said. I mean, it's just been a fun group to be around. It's a great team. They're not any superstars, so nobody really cares who gets the credit on any given day. Just a different guy that helps us win every day.
Do you have to bring down the energy today, or do they just kind of do that on their own? Like everybody said, they're really excited right now, feeling excited.
Well, I mean, they're super excited. I mean, you get to play in front of your home crowd. I mean, in front of 6,000 people, it's pretty cool. So, they've done a good job of just staying in the present moment. It's not coach speak. I'm not just telling you the guys this. I mean, look, we wouldn't be where we are today if they didn't look ahead 2 months ago and they just focused on the day at hand. So, as long as they keep doing that, we'll be in good shape.
All right, Cliff Godwin saying he's the most relaxed he's ever been.
That was my takeaway. A relaxed Cliff Godwin 1 day before the regional and NCAA tournament begins. Saying also, answering my question, the best chemistry he's ever seen, he's ever had on a ECU team. And he was glad to see me.
Yeah, Shirley, can you hit the very beginning again of this? I mean, were you expecting this?
I was not expecting this. He kind of caught me off guard.
I saw you butted up right against him.
I always get, me, I'll get good position for us so we get clean audio.
Right.
I'm not afraid to, move someone out of the way if we have to.
And you only go to postseason press conferences. So.
Well, I do preseason and postseason.
Right,
I'm a pre and post specialist.
Yeah, you're an exhibitionist. Shirley, what was let's hear the beginning of Cliff there.
Troy Dreyfus is here. Are you kidding me? Hey, dude, only show up for postseason or what?
Big games, Coach.
Yeah.
It's a big game.
Yeah.
All right, big game, Troy D.
Well, and when you have a great team here on Pirate Radio, and we have many great teammates here that cover the program like we do, I don't have to be at every presser. That we have our great employees that help cover us day in and day out.
Were there any questions that you didn't get in because other people were selfishly taking up your time at the press conference today?
No, I got in what I needed to get in.
All right, you got your reps in?
Yeah.
You feel good?
Yeah. I don't want to hog it.
He got some good sound bites out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Any other takeaways from Cliff?
No, I think this team has a lot of confidence. We'll talk to the players coming up later, and I agree with them. They're kind of playing with house money. People counted them, out for dead earlier this season, and now, look where they're at right now. The whole season starts over right now anyway. Everything's back even. So, everybody seems healthy. They're fresh. They're playing at home. They've got every advantage going into this thing right now.
Yes, they're going to have an awesome home atmosphere. I run into anybody around here, and everyone is going out to Clark LeClaire Stadium.
There's a lot of buzz. There's going to be a limited work day on Friday in Greenville, let me say.
I know these two guys are going to be in studio coming up in hours 2 and 3, but Zach Agnos, we caught up with him after practice, and here is what the shortstop had to say.
How was practice today getting ready for this regional?
Oh, it was awesome. We only get an hour and 15 minutes on the field, but we got after it and got prepared for tomorrow. It was really good practice.
What kind of scouting report do you have on Coppin State?
Not a whole lot, honestly. We know they got a couple good players. They steal a lot of bags, and the one thing is they're going to give us their best punch, so we're going to go into the game throwing ours too.
It's cliche, but is it really about playing you guys' game at this point, not getting away from that?
Can you repeat that? I didn't really hear you, sorry.
Is it about playing you guys' game at this point, not getting away from that?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, Coach Godwin just said it right there. We just got to play the same thing we've been doing for the past second half of the year after we lost to Cincinnati. We just got to have fun, enjoy being with one another, and play for each other.
What's been the biggest difference with this team, the first half of the season, really versus this last stretch of the season?
I mean, pretty much just having fun. We had a meeting as players in the dugout, or in the locker room, and really just told each other to just enjoy the game. Enjoy being with one another, especially for Cooch Boehner, Ben Newton, Nick Logish, and Bryson. This is going to be their last ride. We really just want to do it for them. We want to do it for the coaches and all the fans that have supported us nonstop.
I know you guys probably don't read it, but some of the things have said Virginia would be the favorite in this regional. That kind of gets you to crawl a little bit, doesn't it?
We're not too worried about it. That'll light a fire on our butt, but in a good way. Like we said, I don't even know that, honestly. I don't think anybody else has, because I'm sure I would have heard someone talking about it. But, we're not too worried. All we got to do is come in, handle business, play the same game we've been playing.
Zach Agnos coming up later in Pirate Radio Live. Also caught up with Bryson Worrell, the center fielder for the Pirates, after practice today.
Just talk about practice today. Everybody's pretty loose, weren't they?
Yeah, it was awesome. Early in the morning, the guys got after it this morning. It's a little warm. We bounced around. We got an hour and 15 minutes from the NCAA, so I think we finished in about 1 hour with what we had written down, so it was a nice, efficient practice.
Zach was just saying he doesn't know a lot about Coppin State, and it's more about Pirate baseball right now, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's been that pretty much the whole year. We've gone out there, haven't really worried about our opponent too much. Just go out there and play our brand of baseball, and it's been working out for us.
How do you expect the atmosphere to be here starting tomorrow?
I think you know the answer. No, it's going to be awesome. Every home game's an awesome, but when we have a regional here, the atmosphere is just insane. And you've seen that the past two regionals we've had.
Have you had time to look at the other teams? There's 3 potential teams you can play this week. Obviously, you don't know who you're going to see and who you're not going to see.
Honestly, I haven't looked at them at all. We don't even know who's pitching for Coppin State tomorrow, so we're just going to take it one day at a time. When we get tomorrow, we'll worry about Coppin State tomorrow.
Bryson, when you guys first found out you were hosting a regional here, top 8 seed, just how relieving was that for you guys? I'm sure it was.
Yeah, it was awesome. I think I said it the other day. We really didn't notice when it first popped up on the ESPN thing, but it was awesome knowing that we're going to come back to Clark LeClair, and for me and the seniors to get another couple of games here at Clark LeClair.
What's the excitement level like right now for you guys?
We're super excited. It's not every year where we've been really fortunate where we've been able to host regionals and play games here for postseason baseball, so it's an awesome feeling.
Last year you played with basically a bum shoulder the whole postseason, so how good is it to go into this thing healthy and kind of feeling your best?
Oh, it's awesome. I know coming into the regional last year I literally couldn't lift my arm above my shoulder at some points, but it's great. The whole team's healthy. Everyone's ready to go, so we'll be ready.
All right, that was Bryson. He'll be in the studio coming up in hours 2 or 3 today. He's coming up in hour 2 today, so stick around to hear more from Bryson. Did he have a shirt on, Troy D, when he was doing interviews?
He did. Okay. I can tell you, these guys, they did practice hard. They were drenched with sweat. It was
yes. Everybody's practice jersey was covered.
I gave him one of these, a pat on the back after, and it splattered. It was like he had jumped in a pool.
Oh no! Zach Agnos came by and gave me a fist pump. He said, "Hey, what's up, dude?" Gave me a fist pump, and when he left, my hand was dripping sweat.
Yeah, so I had Bryson's sweat all over me. Right. So I had
Sorry, you guys had to experience that. Yeah. I know it's tough for you AC boys. To go out in the heat, but Bryson's bat has been on fire lately. He's going to certainly need a big weekend for him.
His arm has been on fire too.
Absolutely.
What a cannon this guy has.
And you heard, I think Igo asked him the question about being healthy in this regional versus he kind of had a bump shoulder last year. So a lot of key things playing into the factor there. Carter Spivey, the last player we were able to catch up with at practice today, here's what he had to say about the Greenville, North Carolina regional.
Great deal, isn't it?
Yeah, I actually just found out about that. That's it's a really cool honor. I'm really appreciative of people, of guys around me help me out.
When you go into a weekend like this, you really don't know when you're going to pitch, do you?
No, I'm just ready whenever my name's called, do whatever the team needs me to do.
And that's kind of odd for an All-American like yourself, but that's pretty much how it's been the whole year. I mean, one guy goes out, if he gets the job done, he stays. If he doesn't, he comes out.
Yeah, I think that's just like the definition of our team. Just anybody's ready to go, guys picking each other up, doing their jobs, and helping us get wins.
After playing, I guess familiar opponents for the past month, like how does the mindset or focus change when you play some random teams you haven't seen?
Not at all, really. I think if we just stay focused on what we do, I think we'll be all right. And that's pretty much what we've done a good job of the past couple months, is going out there playing our brand of baseball and not really worrying about the other team per se.
What's kind of the feeling in the room right now? You guys seem to be buzzing out there today at practice.
Yeah, I was really excited. It's like the night before Christmas. I think I was really excited playing in front of the home crowd this weekend.
When you're a pitcher pitching in this environment, like how do you use it to feed off of, but not, kind of get overexcited on the mound?
Honestly, I try my best not to look up in the stands, just because I feel like I'll get maybe a little too much adrenaline. So I just kind of keep my head down and just focus on doing my job, throwing strikes.
All right, that was Carter.
Big out to close the inning. That's when you can kind of take it all in, I guess, in an atmosphere like this.
Yeah, for sure. Maybe let out a little bit of emotion. Just have some fun with it.
All right, Carter Spivey there at practice today. Thanks to all the players and the coaches for giving us some time. We'll have more from the Players Lounge starting in hour 2 and hour 3 today. Troy D., Chandler, appreciate you guys hanging out in hour 1. I know, Troy D., you're coming back. Chandler, you're coming back as well. You guys got some other assignments to take care of.
I'll be back in hour 3.
We'll have the anger management rage room also coming up today.
All right, yeah. All right, that sounds good. So we'll take a timeout. I tell you what, when we come back on the other side of the break, you want to learn about Coastal Carolina? We'll talk to the play-by-play voice of Coastal Carolina, Joe Katz. Also, Clip Brock will be back here in hour number 2. Jonathan Ellerbe filling in on Pirate Radio Live today. More of getting you ready for the big weekend of baseball in Greenville right after this. America's favorite light beer, Bud Light, is also the official beer of the ECU Pirates. When planning your fun times at the pool, river, beach, or backyard grilling, be sure to pick up some Bud Light at your favorite retailer. Bud Light carefully brews their beer to be perfect for anywhere there is fun. Because when there's fun, Bud Light is there. Have fun this summer, Pirate Nation, and always stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
The only way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the only way to get it is at Jersey Mike's, because authentic ingredients make a sub above. Jersey Mike's would like to dedicate the next 3 seconds to our new grilled portobello mushroom and Swiss sub. Trust us, it tastes good too, because fresh ingredients make a sub above.
Safety comes first at Greenville Utilities. Did you know that by itself, natural gas is completely odorless? As a safety precaution, a chemical is added to the gas that gives it a distinctive and unpleasant odor. This allows you to detect the slightest amount of natural gas both indoors and outdoors. If you smell a strong odor of natural gas in or near your home, you should immediately call Greenville Utilities. GUC maintains staff around the clock in order to provide immediate response to emergencies such as natural gas leaks. You can count on GUC to keep safety job number 1.
Be sure to check out David Price Construction for all of your commercial or custom residential renovation and building needs. Run by ECU alumni, David Price Construction specializes in commercial projects, maintenance on facilities, and large-scale residential renovations and additions. Proud to be voted the Remodeler of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Raleigh-Wake County in 2018 and Best Business Commercial Remodel Project winner for 2020. David Price Construction, the proud ECU Home Services partner.
Do you have any real estate questions about buying or selling residential or commercial properties? Are you curious about this current real estate market? Do you need a property manager for all your rental houses? This is proud ECU alum Scott Harris with RE/MAX Preferred Realty and SD Harris Properties, and I would love to help answer every question you have and show you a real estate experience that will be memorable and enjoyable. Every step of the way, I'm here to make your dreams a stress-free reality. Call me today at 347-1857. That's 347-1857. Go Pirates.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is proud ECU graduate and former baseball player Brandon Manning inviting you to join my team at Farm Bureau Insurance. Right now is a good time to review your coverage with a local trusted agent like me. I will make myself available before or after business hours, and my clients always have my cell phone number if they need anything. From home, auto, or life, give me a call today and let's talk about your insurance coverage and about the Pirates. Call 531-1812 and go Pirates!
UBE and PirateWear.com is excited to offer Pirate Nation the largest selection of new ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young Pirates in to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking uptown in Greenville. Visit them at PirateWear.com. Go Pirates!
The Rick House is Eastern North Carolina's premier American-style restaurant and bourbon bar with daily specials. And here's the lineup. Mondays feature $7 margaritas and half-price appetizers. Tuesday is stuffed seafood night. Wednesday is date night. Thursday is roasted smoked lamb chop night. Fridays is prime rib night. And Saturday is Italian night and is also Fred and Wilma night with our 36-ounce bone-in tomahawk steak just like the Flintstones. And on Sunday, it's our legendary brunch from 10 to 2. The Rick House, American Provisions and Spirits, 710 Red Banks Road beside the bowling alley in Greenville.
What's up? This is Bryson Worrell, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by University PC Care, your local tech support experts for all your personal and business needs. Visit universitypccare.com to learn more today. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's for the best Mexican food and fun in Greenville. Come and enjoy favorites like shrimp tacos, steak and chicken fajitas, burritos, enchiladas, ACP, and more. Follow Chico's on Facebook and Instagram for daily updates. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's for dine-in or to-go. Now let's head back into Pirate Radio Live. Here's your host for the moment, Jonathan Ellerbe.
All right, thank you, Shirley Rhodes. Jonathan Ellerbe here, filling in for Clip Brock. He will be here in Hour 2 and Hour 3. The big dog, Glenn Griffin, joining us on the program now. Welcome to the show. A little shift change going on.
We're all over the place today, man.
It is a full team effort. I'll tell you what,
day.
We have the best team in the Pirate Nation right here, and it's right here at Pirate Radio, creating and giving you the content you want, especially on big weekends like this in Greenville, North Carolina, where there is a regional with hopefully a potential of having a super regional this time next week. So there's a lot of excitement for this regional this weekend. The Pirates will take on Coppin State 1 o'clock on Friday. If they win, they'll play at 7 o'clock on Saturday. If they can win again, they'll play at 7 o'clock on Sunday. If they can go 3-0, that'll be 21 wins in a row with a hosting opportunity for a super regional. So a lot on the line. It is a double elimination, so if the win streak does get broken at some point, they can still they can get back in the game by winning some more. So I was doing some research. You know, East Carolina, I think this is their 32nd appearance in the NCAA tournament. It's the longest without an appearance in the College World Series. I saw that this is the 75th year of the College World Series. Do you know which team has the most appearances in the College World Series? Shirley or Big Dog? Y'all want to take a guess?
The most?
Who has been to the College World Series the most in the past 74 years? This is year 75, so obviously no one's there yet. So in
ECU has been almost a third of those.
Who's that?
It said ECU's been to 32 of them.
No, I'm talking about going to the College World Series. East Carolina's been in the NCAA tournament 32 times, and it's the longest streak without going to Omaha.
Right.
So this is the 75th year of the College World Series in Omaha. How many? Who has
LSU.
Who has the most appearances in the College World Series?
LSU.
I'm going to go with, there's two that come to mind, but I'm going to go with Ole Miss on this one.
Ole Miss, and you said
LSU.
LSU. Both incorrect. I'm sure they have a lot of appearances. Texas.
Texas was the other one.
Has
I was
the most
thinking Texas or Ole Miss.
And the reason I say Texas is
we're bracketed up with them
because the Austin regional is in. So if Texas were to come here for the super regional, if we're playing look ahead here, Texas would be playing for. They have the most of anybody. How many times do you think Texas has been to the College World Series?
In the you said 74 or 75?
74. This is the 75th year.
Okay. I'm going to go
19 times.
I'm going to go higher. I'm going to go 30.
37 times.
Oh, my goodness.
Good
37 times Texas has been to the College World Series.
My goodness.
East Carolina is going for their first ever, hopefully this year. And hopefully if Texas is here, East Carolina will have that win streak. They can get wins 22 and 23 and go. But I was just shocked at how many times they've been to the College World Series.
Well, not just that, but if you think about the Greenville Regional, we've been talking about it, for the last couple of days. There's so many different storylines. Obviously, the teams that are coming in here, a couple of teams we haven't played Coppin State since 1995, I think it was. And of course, some former coaches. But there was one I didn't even know about. Jason Beverland, who is the pitching coach for Coastal Carolina, played for Keith LeClaire. He also is the most honored pitcher in Western Carolina history. So there's all this, even though that, we call it the regional, but we talk about all the different teams that could potentially come in here before they announce the teams. This is the most, I guess you could say, storyline rich set of teams that could come in here with all the different storylines. We talked about the fact that if we were to potentially make it to Omaha, we would have to have 20. If we continue to win, it would be 23 wins to get to Omaha. If we continued on our current streak, I mean, there's just so many things that just seem to. I don't want to say align because I don't want to jump the gun here, but I do think that there are a lot of very interesting storylines and a lot of intersection in the history of ECU baseball coming from all different directions.
Yeah, of course. I mean, Kevin McMullen here, who was the acting head coach for Keith LeClaire.
Mm-hmm.
As you mentioned, if the Pirates can win 5 more games, they would have 23-game win streak going to Omaha. We put a story out there that East Carolina, out of all the 64 teams in the field, they have the 23rd best odds to win the national championship. It's such a numbers game. There's so many connections, and the LeClaire coaching tree has had such an impact on East Carolina baseball, and what it would just be really special, I think, that with East Carolina having the opportunity to host a regional and then the super regional if they win it, and to retire that 23 this year would be pretty special before the year 2023. So
and I also think it would be very interesting, especially if we did it with this team. And the reason why I say that is the first time East Carolina as a baseball program ever heard the word Omaha is when Keith LeClaire uttered it. He said, we're going to Omaha. Why not us? Why not us? Well, you think about this team at the beginning of the year, nobody gave this team a chance to get anywhere. I mean, we were thinking, well, we might be 1 or 2 games into the AAC tournament, and that's about it. Nobody thought that we would get into such a winning streak that would put us in the position to be a number 8 seed in hosting our own regional with the potential to host a super regional. So if it were to happen, I think it would be just that much more special if it would happen with this team.
I'm telling you, if East Carolina takes care of business on Friday and has a nice win over Coppin State and has that night game, the electricity in Greenville,
no question.
It's going to be as electric of an atmosphere. If you can find a person selling an extra ticket or doing whatever, if you hadn't bought I think there's a few tickets still remaining at the ticket office. You'll want to be at that game Saturday night. And then if they win Saturday night, you'll want to punch your ticket to be there Sunday night, because it is an electric feeling when the playoff
It is totally
baseball.
different from football, too.
Oh, yes. Very, very different.
No, it's like you take the energy of 40,000, 50,000 Pirates and Dowdy Ficklen, and you pack all of that in
to about 5,000 people.
To the tight confines of CLS.
And East Carolina baseball has amazing support. They lead the state in attendance for like a ridiculous amount of years. I think it's like 15 to 20 years, somewhere in that ballpark. And the one cool thing about this weekend, and it's no knock, but the paid attendance versus actual attendance, the actual attendance will be, the announced attendance will be the actual attendance, and on top of it, the parking lot attendance will be another 1,000 people probably on that Saturday night game, and if the Pirates are playing for the championship on Sunday night too. So,
and that doesn't even count the people that could not get a ticket to the game and will be watching it, on television.
Yeah, and I mean, the sports bars are going to have electricity too, so there's going to be a lot of fun, a huge buzz in town. So certainly a big weekend in Greenville, looking to go back-to-back weekends, but it all starts 1 o'clock on Friday when the Pirates take on Coppin State. I tell you what, we'll take another quick timeout. When we come back, we've hooked up with Joe Katz. He's the voice of the Coastal Carolina baseball team, and he'll give you a preview of a team the Pirates could or could not face. You just never know in how this thing will play out, but the Pirates could be playing Coastal Carolina maybe on Saturday, but we'll get a little preview of the team that won the 2016 National Championship with Joe Katz, the voice of the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers, when we return on Pirate Radio Live right after this.
Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of Pirates and ENC. Open 7 days a week from noon until 2 a.m., the Buck features live music every night of the week. Tuesday is karaoke with DJ Captain Morgan. Wednesday is acoustic night. Thursday is the DJ dance party. And Friday and Saturday nights, it's live bands. Check out the Buck's Facebook or Instagram page for more information. The Buccaneer Music Hall. We'll see you at the Buck.
Pepper, oh no, they didn't. Papa John's just took their signature pepperoni and hand-stuffed it inside that garlic-kissed crust. Oh, now that's an epic pepperoni stuffed crust pizza like no mouth has ever seen.
Hey Pirate fans, the Papa John's Epic Pepperoni Stuffed Crust One-Topping Pizza is only $13.99 and is an MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, the official pizza of the ECU Pirates. Pirate fans, get ready for a winning season and team up with Quality Equipment, your local John Deere dealer and proud sponsor of the ECU Pirates. When you do business with us, you'll get things done right. We're proud to offer a large selection of new and used John Deere equipment, a fully stocked parts department, and a highly trained staff who is here to support you throughout the life of your equipment. So get quality done right before every ECU game day and visit QualityEquip.com. Your vehicle is a big part of your life. That's why you should trust the team at Greenville Auto World for all your vehicle needs. Greenville Auto World believes in fair prices, superior service, and treating customers right. Visit GreenvilleAutoWorld.net to see their fully stocked inventory of SUVs, trucks, and cars. Need a lift kit, custom rims, or wheels? Greenville Auto World can upgrade your vehicle today. For sales or service, visit Greenville Auto World on Highway 43 in Greenville.
Welcome to US Cellular. Yeah, hi. I want a new phone for free, but not just any phone. I want the newest, fastest, most storage holding 5G unlimited data using phone in here for free. Sure, your choice. Really? Yep.
At US Cellular, we put you first. So choose any phone from any brand free. Plus, get unlimited data for just $30 a month. US Cellular, America's locally grown wireless. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for US Cellular since 1997. Visit AtlanticWireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
The Dickinson Avenue Public House is a lively and diverse restaurant in Greenville that utilizes fresh and local ingredients. With influences of Creole, Asian, and upscale Southern cuisine, the Dickinson Avenue Public House offers a seasonally rotating menu and a full-service bar with rotating craft brews on tap. Come to the intersection of 8th and Dickinson and enjoy $1 drafts on Tuesday, half-price flights on Wednesday, half-price wine bottles on Thursday, and $1 oysters Tuesday through Friday from 5:30 to 7. For more details, check out their website at daphousenc.com.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Holt Nailers from my friends at Arc Point Labs. Just as I trust my teammates, you can trust Arc Point Labs to give you quick and accurate results for all your laboratory testing needs. If you are in need of COVID testing for your return to school, work, or for travel, Arc Point Labs is offering same-day PCR and antigen testing with little to no wait time. Please visit any of the 6 Eastern North Carolina Arc Point Labs locations or make an appointment now at onehourcovidresults.com. Go Pirates!
Volleyball players need to be able to jump higher, dig lower, and move faster. Our athletic movement program at Kinetic this summer is just for volleyball players at ages 13 to 17. It's a 6-week program starting June 13th where you will learn the secrets on how to be more explosive, how to get the ball faster, and how to serve with power. Team up with our sports performance coaches and other players to sharpen your athletic ability and take your game to the next level. Sign up today at kptonline.com.
Pirate Radio, Pirate Radio, Pirate Radio, Pirate Radio.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by University PC Care, your local tech support experts for all your personal and business needs. Visit universitypccare.com to learn more today. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. University PC Care has been Pirate Nation's go-to IT expert since 2006, and they are the local tech support experts for any of your business needs. Let University PC Care take care of it so you can take care of business. Visit universitypccare.com to learn more today. Now let's head back into Pirate Radio Live. Here is Jonathan Ellerbe.
All right, thank you, Shirley Rhodes. Jonathan Ellerbe filling in for Clip Brock. He'll be back in hour 2. The big dog, Glenn Griffin, on the video production. Full team coverage right here on Pirate Radio every day and all the time. Open for business on our social media at PR927FM on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Like us, subscribe to us on YouTube as well. We'll have the content you'll need if you're looking to consume what's happening at Clark LeClaire Stadium this weekend. Definitely give us a follow on our social media and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'll keep you up with all the latest, and we'll be here each and every day too during the week, Monday through Friday, 3 to 6 on Pirate Radio Live. Clip Brock earlier today caught up with the voice of Coastal Carolina, Joe Katz, and here's a little preview of what their team is going to bring to town at the Greenville Regional.
All right, let's head out to the Pirate Radio Live line and talk to the play-by-play voice of Coastal Carolina baseball. Joe Katz will be in Greenville calling the action for the Chanticleers as the Coastal Carolina baseball squad heads to Greenville for the Greenville Regional coming up this weekend. Joe, welcome to Pirate Radio. How you doing, man?
Clip, doing great. Making my way up to Greenville right now, and just before we get going, it's the Chanticleers, so let's just get that out of the way for you.
Did I go Shant? So it's Shant.
It's the Chanticleers.
That's a lot classier than Chanticleers. Chanticleers.
But class coming from Myrtle Beach, baby.
and by the way, I hate to stereotype, Joe, but while we're on this, you don't have that South Carolina drawl I'm used to hering. So, where are you from originally? And how long have you been at Coastal Carolina calling ball games?
All right. So I've actually lived in Wilmington for about 15 years out of college. I'll give you 2 guesses where I'm from, and they both begin with New Jersey. And that'll narrow it down for you.
Yeah.
So I'm from Jersey originally, came down to Wilmington, got a job in radio doing some work this way, and then, was it 2017, I happened to play a round of golf down at Myrtle Beach with some people from Coastal, and some doors opened up, and right after they made the run of the national title, I got the gig as the baseball play-by-play guy, so I've been there ever since.
Awesome stuff. Talking to Joe Katz today on the Pirate Radio Live line. Joe, we were breaking down Coastal Carolina's season this year, and I guess looking at the non-conference, really played a tough non-conference schedule, some big-time opponents, and in the ACC, in the Big Ten. But the Sun Belt, I mean, we know about the Fun Belt in football. It's fun. It's very competitive. But how about in baseball, Joe? I feel like an underappreciated baseball conference, would you say?
Well, I mean, obviously 4 teams get in, obviously this year with the field of 64, and for the first time, I think, since we entered the Sun Belt in 2017, all the kind of pieces fell into place from a baseball standpoint. You look at Louisiana, the Raging Cajuns, South Alabama, they're in the mix, pretty much every year. Georgia Southern, obviously, what a run they've had, and then Texas State makes a move this year. Given the season that they've been able to put together, I mean, pretty much leading the conference regular season wire to wire. So, I would say the top 6-7 teams are extremely competitive, and you can match them up with most of the conferences in the country. And we've proven it this year. And Coastal entered 2017 fresh off the national championship. We take 2018, 2019 Sun Belt titles in the tournament, advanced to the regionals. Kind of a down year last year, and then of course you had the COVID season, and then back at it this year. And as you mentioned, great run towards the back end of the regular season that puts us in this position here in Greenville.
Yeah, Joe, the Pirates, East Carolina's won 18 in a row, so certainly playing their baseball, best baseball here at the end of the year. And how about Coastal? Anything changed? What has led to the run they've been on here these last few weeks?
It's a month of February, home-heavy schedule. Got a lot of teams from the Midwest and the Northeast that come down every year, so we get to play at our home ballpark pretty much all throughout February each year. And we took care of business this year again. Early March, we ran into some injuries, some inconsistencies while guys were injured, and we had a tough break and go at it through the month of March. And really, the gut check point of our season came in, I want to say, early April, I guess it was. We got swept at home against Georgia State, and not to talk ill about the Panthers of Georgia State. They had a pretty good year. Didn't finish the way they wanted to, but at the time they swept us at home, which is a rarity in Conway. And then from that point on, we really just kind of looked ourselves in the mirror. We adjusted some roles in the back end pitching wise, and got healthy, and just started to get in motion at the right time. And similarly to the run, I would say 18 in a row. I mean, that's one heck of a move by ECU. 19-5 over our last 24 games, and that gets us in. That gets us in the mix for the NCAA regional. And that's how we roll into the double elimination bracket this weekend.
Joe Katz joining us, looking forward to welcoming the Coastal Carolina folks into Greenville, North Carolina, coming up this weekend for the Greenville Regional, and it'll be Coastal Carolina and Virginia coming up Friday night under the lights at Clark LeClaire Stadium. Joe, let's talk a little bit about the personnel, and how. Let's start with the pitching. Who are the top end guys for Coastal? Who are a bullpen arm or two we'll have to worry about if you're ECU, Virginia, or Coppin State fans this weekend?
Yes, so Reed Van Scooter has been our number one guy, our Friday guy, pretty much all year. The great thing about Reed, also the Sun Belt Pitcher of the Year, just was announced. He was a second-team All-American. He didn't really have a role last year for us. He was a transfer out of Binghamton. How about Binghamton making a run to the field of 64? But he transferred in last year, didn't really have a role with us, was kind of inconsistent, and worked his tail off during the off-season. Was met with some adversity, obviously, enjoying some success at another school, and then not really fitting into place his first year. Settled in, left-handed pitcher who has really been the leader on that pitching staff for all year long. And he's been lights out. He's 8-2, 8 quality starts. We get some run support behind him when he does pitch. Does not walk a lot of guys. We've used the double play ball 50 times this season to help us, bounce out of innings, and Reed has been a big part of our success. So Virginia will see him Friday night. And then after that, Mike Moore has been, I would say, just as competitive and good as Reed has been. He's a big, tall, right-handed pitcher, upwards of 95, 96 miles an hour when he's on. He's worked in a breaking ball. He's a first-year guy, transferred in from Cal State Fullerton out of the portal last year, and he's really solidified our rotation along with Reed's emergence. I'm not sure when he will go, whether it'll be the Saturday win-lose or however that shakes out, or if we hold him. He threw the game in the Sun Belt tournament in which we dropped to Troy and struck out 11, 6 to the third, unable to hold on to or hold off a late surge by the Trojans. But Mike has been lights out for us too. And then our third guy all season long in the weekend rotation has been Nick Parker. He's our kind of steady Eddie guy. I would say, pitch to pitch. He's probably one of the most consistent Sunday guys anywhere in college baseball. Not going to overpower in the pitch to contact, to throw a lot of strikes. He's got a great changeup as his out pitch, especially to left-handed hitters. So those have been our three main starting pitchers all year long. And then the back end, that's been sort of the mix and match that we've had to kind of work with and develop all year long with Coach Gilly and our first-year pitching coach, Jason Beverlin. And I would say Reese Maniscalco is probably the first guy out of the bullpen on Friday. Matthew Potok is a freshman who has earned some innings towards the back end of the year. You'll see him at some point this weekend. And then Elliot Carney, also a transfer from Wofford, that has transitioned from a starting role into a bullpen role this year. It's been up and down for him in that adjustment, as it has been for Reese, who's also another transfer from Wofford a few years back. And both of those guys have done a great job in helping us out towards the end of the year and getting us in this position from a pitching standpoint. Guy that got injured about 3-4 weeks ago, Matt Joyce, really was great for us early on. Gets injured with a shoulder. He's been working his way back. I believe he'll be available this weekend at some point. How and when they use him, obviously that'll be a touch-and-go kind of situation.
Great breakdown from Joe Katz, play-by-play radio voice for Coastal Carolina. The Chanticleers coming in town this weekend for the Greenville Regional. And Joe, on the offensive side, we were looking up some of these numbers earlier this week, and just the amount of double-digit scores Coastal put up this year, pretty incredible. 15 against a good team in Rutgers. Saw, I think, a 17 against Clemson. There's a 19. There's a bunch of 16s. So how about the offensive side? And sounds like during this run, I guess the bats are heating up as the weather heats up. So who are the main cogs there in the lineup for Coastal?
I mean, no doubt the theme or the phrase, hitting is contagious, is definitely a part of the picture here with this Coastal baseball team in 2022. And a big part of that has been, 1 through 9. I mean, 1 through 9 guys have contributed at points throughout the year. And when everyone is seeing the ball well, they continue to just follow one another. It's been the times where we have struggled when we're scoring, minimal runs, meaning 4 or 5 runs. If you look at our record, scoring 6 or more runs, I mean, we're basically unbeatable this year. It's the struggle in those tight, low-scoring ball games that have sort of hampered us throughout the course of the season. But individually, it starts at the top. Austin White, a kid from Connecticut, he leads the Sun Belt in stolen bases. He's in the top 12, I think, nationally in that category. Guy that gets on base, sort of a lefty slap hitter that can pull the ball every once in a while. And then you've got a Major League Baseball draft prospect and Eric Brown hitting second. He's been consistent here in the back end, really tore it up on the last week of the season. I think he finished the regular season 7 for his last 7. Tyler Johnson is our home run guy, left-handed hitter, but power to all fields. I would say out of the 16, 17 home runs he's hit this year, probably 12 of them have gone the other way. And then as you roll through the lineup, Dale Thomas has been a guy that can swing the bat and leave the yard. Graham Brown has really emerged for us towards the back end, a JUCO guy in right field. Nick Lucky in the middle of the lineup. He's our longest tenured Chanticleer, and he's a left-handed bat that adds a lot of pop and discipline to the middle of the order. And then you go down to the bottom of the lineup in William & Mary transfer, Matt McDermott, another guy who has really played well defensively, but at times, again, a streaky sort of guy. And apparently, from what I looked up in his numbers, looking up against UVA, he's really swung the bat well when he was with the Tribe versus the Cavaliers. So hopefully those numbers hold true for us tomorrow.
Joe, great stuff. Joe Katz joining us today to talk Coastal Carolina baseball. They'll be in town this weekend for the Greenville Regional. Their first game coming up Friday night against the Virginia Cavaliers, trying to stay in that winner's bracket and play Saturday night under the lights at Clark LeClaire Stadium. Joe, so from the north to Wilmington to Myrtle Beach, I got to. What's your take on Eastern North Carolina style vinegar-based barbecue? Where do you stand on that?
Yeah, I mean, I'm all in. I mean, I've fully adopted the retired Yankee status. As a man in his 30s, I'm no doubt. Now, many people east of I-95 in North Carolina will never, take me in truly as a Southern boy, but I have to say that I've embraced it, and a whole lot of people from where I grew up in part of the country have too. So, it's been a great time down in Wilmington, and then down in the Myrtle Beach area for the last several years. Myrtle Beach kind of gets a bad rap when you think about it.
Yeah.
There are some beautiful areas up and around our area, the region, and I do say though my most favorite beach out of the Carolinas is probably Wrightsville Beach in the Wilmington area. This is the nicest, most pristine water I see on the East Coast, north of Florida. So I got to give a shout out to Wrightsville Beach here this afternoon.
Good stuff from Joe Katz. And Joe, we really hope you enjoy your time here in Greenville, North Carolina. Let us know if you need anything on our end, and we'll take care of you. But looking forward to seeing you out there at Clark LeClaire Stadium. And have a great call on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and maybe on into Monday, Joe. And we'll catch up again when East Carolina and Coastal meet on the field or the court or wherever they meet once again. But it was great having you on today, Joe. We appreciate it, man.
Cliff, thanks so much for the time, man.
All right, there's Joe Katz, the voice of Coastal Carolina. Shirley, how do you say their mascot? Help us out here. When I say Coastal Carolina, you say the
Chanticleers.
Chanticleers,
Not the Chanticleers.
Chanticleers or chandeliers.
My apologies to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and the Coastal Carolina Nation for my mispronunciation earlier when I was promoting. Great interview, though. It'll be interesting if East Carolina does play Coastal Carolina. Look who's in studio.
Who is that beautiful man right there?
I know. Look who's here.
Suck up.
That's right.
Former ECU Pirate.
Now, everybody's my friend today, but when it came close to everybody getting signals about Troy D the other day on a freaking commercial, I couldn't even get my name called out.
Here we go.
Brandon Manning joins us in studio. You're going to be here in hour 2. You got some anger management to get off your chest.
Nah.
Some ECU baseball regional advice or breakdown to get off your chest. So Brandon's going to bring his expertise in the baseball world and the Rage world to Pirate Radio Live. We're going to take a quick time out. Clip Rock is en route to join us in hour 2. I'm going to be exiting stage left. Looks like the team's back. Chandler's here, CJ, Content Junkie. Shirley, of course, is always here. The big dog's here somewhere in the building. Troy D's coming back. We're going to have the Players Lounge, too, coming up in hour 2, hour 3. All the guys are going to be here in studio less than 24 hours until the Greenville Regional. It's going to be an exciting weekend. We'll continue to get you ready for baseball in Greenville right after this.
Hey Pirate Nation, Lindsey Gray here with Carolina Caliber. In 1960, my granddaddy started his firearm business right here in Eastern NC. Still family owned and operated, we have the area's largest selection for outdoor shooting sports and accessories and are one of the nation's top firearm dealers. At Carolina Caliber, we have everything you need from hunting, home defense, and personal protection, including a wide variety for ladies and youth. We buy, sell, and trade. It's a time-honored tradition. Visit us at Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville.
Warren's Hot Dog Pizza, homemade lemonade.
Hey Pirate Nation, Warren's now has 2 locations. In Greenville across from Ron Ayers Motorsports and the Chocowinity location next to the fire department. Stop in today for hot dogs, pizza, subs, apple and peach turnovers, homemade lemonade, and breakfast in Chocowinity featuring homemade cheese, ham and chicken biscuits, plus sausage dogs and more. Warren's Hot Dogs. Want some? Get some. Go Pirates.
Temperatures are in the low 30s at 10 a.m., increasing sharply to 75 degrees by 1 p.m., and then dropping into the teens by 10 p.m. So before you go to work, put on some gloves, pack some shorts, and a parka. That should cover you for the day.
Your heating and cooling take a beating. Guarantee your system is ready when you need it. Call Delcor. Buy a new train system and make no payments until 2023. It's hard to stop a train. With inflation and high gas prices, you don't need another payment. So buy this month and make no payments until 2023. Delcor, the service professionals.
Make a splash with Bassett Triple Summer Savings from Bostic Sugg Furniture. Hot looks, cool styles. Kick back, relax, and upgrade your seats and save. Buy any regular price Bassett recliner, sofa, or sectional and get $50 to $150 off every additional seat with free local delivery plus 12-month special financing. Shop our wide selection on in-stock bedrooms, dining rooms, and other living rooms. And save the sales tax and get free local delivery now at Bostic Sugg Furniture.
Chico's Mexican Restaurant is the home of the best margaritas. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's every Tuesday for the Gulf of Mexico, a huge 38-ounce lime margarita for only $7.99. On Thursdays, relax and enjoy half-price pitchers of Chico's house margaritas. Choose from lime, strawberry, blood orange, raspberry, or peach. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's Mexican Restaurant in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com. Chico's, where the fiesta never ends.
Experience next-level adventure with Kawasaki Terex KRX 1000 sports side-by-sides featuring a combination of trail-taming power, sporty performance, and rugged capability. Whichever Terex KRX 1000 model you choose, you'll experience the ability to take on the toughest trails with unmatched comfort and confidence. Kawasaki Terex KRX 1000, your world, your adventure. See them today at Ron Ayers Motorsports, Highway 11, north of the airport in Greenville.
When I need jeans, I order online because I know exactly what I want. They have just one moving part, and if there's something wrong, I exchange them. Buying a vehicle, especially pre-owned, is way different. Lots of moving parts. You don't want to get stuck. For a worry-free purchase, visit Phelps Chevrolet. We've been here in town a very long time. You know us. You know we stand behind everything we sell. Phelps Chevrolet in Greenville. Come get you one.
Have you ever seen those exotic aquariums like the guys do in Las Vegas on television? You ever thought about having one of these aquariums in your business? It's more affordable than you think. This is Hal Pruitt with rentafishtank.com. We can make having an aquarium in your business turnkey with no work, cleaning, or hassles for you. Rentafishtank.com creates a relaxing atmosphere and keeps children occupied. Rentafishtank.com already services many dental, pediatric, and doctor offices, plus hospitals and senior living centers. Check us out at rentafishtank.com.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, W224EI Greenville, WDLX Washington, and W281CH Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Beauty Bar Metaspa. Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, and get rid of unwanted hair? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Visit beautybarmetaspa.com to set up a free consultation. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. UBE has been an ECU tradition for over 50 years. You can shop online anytime at pirateware.com. UBE has the biggest and best selection of ECU sportswear and accessories for pirates of all ages. Every day is game day at UBE. Now let's head back in to Pirate Radio Live. Here is your host. He has returned, Mr. Clip Brock.
All righty. Welcome back into the what's happening? What's going on? Oh, okay. Oh, was Ellerbe sitting?
Yes, he was sitting in your chair.
Ellerbe has the best hearing ever known to man. He has these headphones so low. I need it jamming, baby. I need the bass, a little bit of treble.
Crank it way up.
Where's my snare? All right, welcome back into the show. Welcome me here. Great job.
Thank you.
I was listening to some, and then my phone kept saying it was getting too hot, and some functions wouldn't work, and it would take me off of YouTube because I was listening on my phone. Joining me to my left is former NFL great wide receiver Terrell Owens. T.O., welcome to the show. Oh, I'm sorry.
It's my quarterback.
You look like a giant diva sitting over there.
Giant diva.
Complaining about every little thing. You want to talk about a me guy?
Me? How about
me?
Us.
So let's even go back to Monday when you wanted to take credit. Was it Monday or Sunday after the championship where you wanted all your flowers?
No. I did not. I wanted it to just be sorry. Everybody kept on saying we Fire Radio. We were not staying on you. We got down on you. No, it wasn't a we. It was a majority of you, and maybe a couple of us over here. I didn't even bring up private conversations. I just tried to keep this strictly on.
Between who? Me?
No, not you.
Okay, I'm saying I'm out there. I mean, I said this team.
There might have been a lunch with the two bosses one day, and everyone. No, it's just not going to happen.
Interesting.
Yeah, speaking of one boss, he's looking.
All right. So, and then, boy, you are really sour. You brought it up. I was listening on the way in. You were really upset. We did not give Troy D did not give the Brandon Manning sign the other day.
God, yeah. God. And he didn't use his legs. All he did was like elbow touches. That gets confusing to base runners.
I thought he did a good job.
It was pretty good. It was pretty good. The swing, though, was retro, awesome. Joey Baggett taught straight to the ball.
A to C.
Well, we don't like to use that. People don't like to use that anymore. But yes, that was A to C. Very well. Connected on the sweet spot. It was a good swing. How many takes did it take?
That was the first swing I've taken in 10 years. That one.
No, I've played slow pitch softball against you in less than 10 years.
8 years?
Probably. We're getting old.
Yeah. And Chandler, I told him to give me something inside. He kept laying it out. So
Go backside.
I was about to.
He went backside. Go with the pitch. Right away. Right center gap. That's great stuff.
Right.
Stand-up double from Cliff Rock. I doubt it.
Let's go on Elm Street.
Come on now. Let's not.
I got a couple of compliments on our video today.
Stand-up single.
Yeah, I didn't get out of the box.
I got a couple of compliments on our video. Got one from Scooter Rogers, who'll be on the call this weekend.
Yeah, his name. He got a signal.
And then Brett Kennedy also with a compliment.
BK. It was awesome.
It was awesome.
Did he say it was awesome?
He said it was awesome.
All right, Brandon Manning joining us, East Carolina former player who left a lasting impact on this program, as the script says. No, Brandon, this is awesome, man. As much as you believed in this team, and you certainly did, we joke, but you laid out your path. I got to give you a lot of credit. Laid out the path. They followed the path. Who knew they'd win 18 in a row? Even you had to be shocked when you saw them on the top 8.
I saw the top 8 really surprised me. Not as much as NC State not getting in, which we haven't talked about it. We give State fans a lot of crap, but they got robbed.
I'm not talking about that much, just for karma purposes. I don't want to.
But us being in the top 8, I mean, man, a lot of things had to fall. God, divine intervention, whatever you want to say, had to fall into us being in the top 8. I mean, there had to be some key losses, some key wins.
Dude, we got a ton of help across the landscape, didn't we?
Oh yeah, a lot of help.
Brandon Manning joining us coming up at around 4:30. We'll talk to Bryson Worrell, Ryder Giles, got Zach Agnos, CJ Mayhew joining Troy D and I in hour number 3. All right, Brandon, Cliff Godwin's least favorite question we found out when we talked to him on Monday. What do you think about the other teams in this regional? I guess he doesn't like it because, hey, everybody's good at this point. Everybody deserves to be here. You got a Virginia team that peaked early, kind of struggled late, although look at who they're playing. A lot of good competition. You got a Coastal team similar to ECU.
What's the mascot?
The Chanticleers.
There we go. Okay.
They have played great baseball coming here down the stretch.
They have, and let's not forget Coppin State. Don't look over them. Granted, I don't think they had a single win over a top 200 RPI team. I think that's their stat. They were 0-5 against RPI top 200s. And they did not have a good overall season. They haven't won against a RPI top 100 in a long time. But they're a talented team. They have a very great two-way player, finalist for the John Olerud Award. I can't name is leaving me right now. I did look him up. Very, very good, talented individual. But
it takes one game for a pitcher to be on his game.
It really does. I mean, it just takes one. Any pitcher, once they get to the D1 level, is a D1 pitcher. I mean, they're going to be good. They're going to be talented. They're not up there, for craps and giggles. They're up there because they're good.
And we, if anybody, should know to respect the 4 seed with Quinnipiac.
Quinnipiac. You said it right.
All right, thank you. And Norfolk State put a little scare into ECU.
But that Norfolk State team, man, they had a couple of major league player children on that team. Was it Tony Pena? Is that right?
Yeah, that might be right.
Yeah, there was one, and there was one more. I couldn't pronounce his last name, but they had some talent in there, and they had some good leadership, and they were an older
Tony
college.
Pena, he's too old to have a kid in college. I don't know. I'll look up their roster from last year.
Okay, do that. Yeah, maybe it's not Tony Pena, but I talked to him. It was an American-born African-American gentleman. God, that's going to kill me.
All right.
Played for the Cincinnati Reds. The guy did. The dad did.
Perez?
Second base. Tony. Who was the second baseman?
That was Joe Morgan.
Not that old. Joe Morgan's like 75.
I think he's passed away.
Is he?
Brandon Phillips?
No, not BP.
God, he's not much older than Clip.
All right, we got to move on.
All right, anyway.
Yeah.
So, getting back on the subject, I don't know what the subject is.
Oh, yeah. We had Philip Boykin on the show last year.
Philip Boykin, yes.
From
great local from North Pitt High School.
North Pitt.
Dad is still a local umpire. Dad is a very hilarious man out there for young players to be umpires.
Oh, Tony Womack.
Tony Womack. There we go. I want to say Tony Pena.
Second baseman. I remember him. Not the Reds. Did he play for the Reds? I remember him as a D-back.
Yeah, it was
and
D-backs.
others. But there you go, Womack. Good memory, kind of.
I said Tony.
You got Tony,
and he played second base, right?
Yeah, Womack did. Yep.
All right. He was on the Diamondback World Series team.
We got that out of the way.
Okay, good.
By the way, when were you on the ECU roster, Brandon?
2006 and 7.
Did you play against Coastal? I thought I read that they came here in the early to mid 2000s, and then we went there in a regional. I think a couple years after, maybe 08 or something. But my point is,
we played Wilmington. I honest to God, remember playing Wilmington all the time. Wilmington State. We used to play all those guys, but I don't remember Coastal much.
I feel like this is a series that should happen, right? I mean, two good baseball programs. It's kind of strange that it doesn't happen more often.
Well, so Coastal's in that weird thing where their conference, they're a very good baseball team, very good baseball pedigree, but nobody wants to play. They're very much like ECU was 10 or 15 years ago. State and Carolina would play us all day long 10 or 15 years ago because they thought, hey, we're going to go in there. They're just good enough for us to schedule and beat and be okay. But if we lose to them, oh crap. Well, now Coastal's on up there. Coastal's been to the promised land.
Yeah,
they're making a baseball name for themselves here in the last decade. If they play a lot of Carolinas, Dukes, ECUs, and NC States, these teams that go every year now, man, that's almost a trap game. That's that 5-12 seed in NCAA basketball tournament. I mean, you don't want to see them. They're a very good team. They recruit down there in South Carolina, recruit in the Wilmington area, the Tidewater area. They're up and down the East Coast recruiting. They do a good job.
Virginia, Brandon, how scary are they? They are the favorite betting wise to win it. As you roll your eyes. What's wrong? You got indigestion?
No.
What?
You have to respect them. They're a very good team. They started out of the gates really strong. They're an ACC team, so they get a lot of, hey, we're the ACC. We're going to do great. We're going to beat you, and it's going to go on in baseball, in my opinion, by the press.
But they were the top conference this year.
They were. Where did Virginia finish in the conference?
Do you know?
I don't even remember them going into the tournament. And I don't even remember watching them play on ESPN ACC network.
The ACC baseball standings. Virginia. They have Coastal and base. I didn't know they did that. They were 17 and 13 in the league, third in the Coastal, which would have put them about fourth or fifth.
About fourth or fifth in the ACC. So, I mean, man, they're an ACC team. They're great. They're going to be well coached. They're going to pitch the ball.
This is probably a dumb hypothetical, but if ECU's last 18 games was Virginia's schedule, what would their record have been?
Is this Brandon Manning, the positive go-lucky guy?
I don't know. And again, it's probably a dumb hypothetical. My point is that
they don't have many Memphises. They don't have many USFs.
Correct.
They don't, and that is for certain. But I also think we did those teams pretty good.
Yeah.
And we're clicking at the right time. Our bats have really become hot. I mean, even guys that haven't hit the ball well all year are barreling it up. They might not be finding the grass too much, but they're barreling the ball up. I mean, you look at Moylan. I mean, his stats don't say he's crushing the ball, but he is hitting the heck out of the ball all around the field.
We were looking at numbers the other day, me and Igo, and Moylan's average still is not what you want it to be, but you feel like, I like having him in the lineup right now.
Oh, yeah.
Jacob Starling is hitting like 220, but I swear in a big moment, you want him up to bat.
Him and Barini, if there's a big moment, Barini's going to do good. And I tell you what, if JC didn't get the conference player thing, Zach Agnos, man, that kid was crushing it. Everything he hit was a seed. I mean, it was just unreal how hard he hit the ball in the tournament. The couple of games leading up to the tournament, I mean, it just everything. It was like he was hitting a beach ball up there. It was just great to watch.
Brandon Manning joining us. Brandon will be there Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and potentially Monday.
I will not be there Monday because it's not going to happen.
I like that. You got your truck in the same spot?
Truck will be in the same spot. Grill will be ready. I'm not grilling out tomorrow, being that I'm getting the kids from school. And but I think we'll just pick up some lunch and eat on the tailgate for a few minutes there. But Saturday, I'll be right there. I don't know what y'all want.
Whatever.
Dozen burgers.
What have you done in the past?
Well, one day when it rained 37 inches, I think we just ordered pizza and they delivered it to the parking lot, and it was great. Our friends of Domino's of Greenville.
That's right.
Brought
Hannah called,
and she
got him to go out there.
That's right. We did that. That was great because we really weren't planning on it because of the weather. You're like in times past, we've done everything for picking up some wings at Wings Over Greenville.
Yes, sir.
And we have picked up some fried chicken from Parker's.
There was also this thing on the back of his truck. He's got a cooler that somehow there's always cold beer in there. So
I know that
you just go right over there and get one, and it automatically replaces. I don't know how it works.
I mean, and it's great because all the local people that are really good baseball fans. I remember seeing people that I don't necessarily talk to all the time. They were walking by like, "Hey, let's talk for a minute." And we saw a bunch of guys we went to high school with, a bunch of guys went to college with. I mean, it really, because last year it was pretty much the first real huge tailgate event. I mean, we tailgated for a baseball game or two, but it still was half crowds.
Yep.
Last year I think that's what made this ticket so hard to get. Last year was not a full capacity crowd due to COVID still for the regional. Yeah, that's true.
No. They had just announced that it's 100% capacity because everybody went crazy. All right,
that's why it was so huge.
Let's pack the stadium.
This year it is a very difficult ticket to get, which I encourage people to do the $100 a year, $9.93 a month draft. Join the Pirate Club so you can get tickets whenever you want to. If you're not a Pirate Club member, still want to get tickets, please do that.
I need to kill some time between games 1 and 2 Saturday. So can I meet you at the truck?
Yep.
All right, I'll see you out there. Chan Man?
I'll see you out there.
Yeah.
I'll be there.
All right. We got a plan, boys.
Look, the Pirate Radio truck will be out there. I'm going to be back and forth between that and Brandon Manning.
Are they going to be in the jungle or in the parking?
Jungle.
I'll be in my spot.
Yeah, but I'm definitely going to be going by and seeing Brandon Manning.
How about this? Hannah Manning. There will be a mango seltzer waiting for Chandler.
Oh, come on.
That is service with a smile right there. That is good stuff. Boy, we're in such a good mood right now. I hate to open up the anger management rage room.
What was that brand we were promoting last week? Margaritaville. Are we still promoting them?
Yeah.
Yeah, sweet.
Big time. Kevin Ainge had a big smile on his face when he came and picked up his 12-pack.
Yes, sir.
Was the mango good, Kevin? Can we get confirmation on the mango? Because it wasn't a everyday mango. It was like mango peach.
Yeah.
Something like that.
The little peach in there. All right. Tell you what. You want to... I've got just a mini rage. It's not even a rage. It's just a thing.
We'll open up the rage room.
All right.
And if people out there on Twitter, Facebook,
what are you upset about?
Help us with the rage room today.
State fans, anything making you angry today?
I'm going to rage on that.
All right. Oh, boy.
No, I have a legitimate one.
Okay, fine. Anger Management Rage Room is open in Greenville, North Carolina. For more info, you can go to angermgmtnc.com and book your therapy session today. They have cars in there. They have fun things that you can break and make explode and get all your anger out in a safe and legal way so you don't do it in the outside world and get arrested.
Absolutely. And guess where it's at? It's just a couple of blocks from Pirate Radio on Clark Street, right behind Pitt Street Brewery. And some are saying the best way to get the anger out, it's a good therapy session. So a lot of
some
people
are saying that.
Some are saying.
Okay.
Yeah, but go in there, beat up glass, beat up a computer, beat up a TV, beat up a car. They have a car in there. They have two on one on each side. They have a Jeep on one side. Last time I was in there was a Subaru. If you just have that anger where you just want to beat the crap out of everything, Anger Management Rage Room is the place for you right there on Clark Street here in downtown Greenville.
What if you and I went, Chandler, and we wanted to beat each other up in the room?
We would probably be escorted out.
Can't do that.
Can we get those sumo outfits? I missed those at ECU baseball game. Chandler don't even remember that. They used
between
to do
innings?
between innings sumo fights in left field, and they also do like a dizzy bat race.
Oh, yeah, and they used to do the bounce the ball you sit on and bounce. They used to do
they
those
do that
races.
at minor league games still.
Since Budweiser is now a sponsor of baseball, I don't understand why we can't have a dizzy bat race and then a home run derby. Yeah,
we need to do. Keaton Mitchell is a new ECU baseball fan.
I'm going to see him out there this weekend.
Somebody had an
Bring him to
idea
the tailgate.
that he should be like the ECU's version of the Freeze, like they do in Atlanta, and try to erase Keaton Mitchell.
That is a perfect idea.
I just don't want him to pull a hammy or
they
something.
do that Papa John's thing in between innings. What inning is that? Like the fourth?
Yeah, right.
That could be part of his NIL deal.
Oh, when they go get
when they go get the pizza box and run.
That's his NIL deal.
If you beat
Being the Freeze.
if you beat Keaton.
All right, Brandon, what are you raging about?
So we've raged about the NIL, or the transfer portal and stuff like that. Not NIL, but the transfer portal. I'm going to go forth on this. I got into a little bit of a Facebook war with a very good friend of mine.
Why did you do that?
I didn't. Not really a war. It was a very good because then we ended up laughing about talking about the Braves on the end.
That's how it should be.
Because that's laughable. The Braves.
All right, move on.
But so
World Series champions.
They are. Can't take it away from them. But it's hard to complain about kids leaving. Now, I like to complain about kids leaving. I think it's bad for college. But it's hard to complain about kids leaving if they are so unhappy like Tommy Tanks. So Tommy White's leaving NC State if that hasn't been talked about.
Yeah.
Kind of open thing, and my NC State sources are telling me he's going to Florida State. That's like not set in stone, but that was what a good state friend of mine told me. But these people are so upset, and I was like, it's because he wants to play the field. Oh, he can't play the field. He made 4 errors in one game. And I said, so did Trey Turner, but he panned out okay. So, I mean, people, calm the heck down. These kids are going to make mistakes as freshmen. I go back, look at, was it Garrett Saylor as a freshman? What's his ERA, 15?
Carter Spivey.
Carter Spivey. ERA is 15.
19,
he ended
18,
up with a little bit of love and a little bit of compassion and some hard work. He ended up being halfway good, folks. Give these kids time to grow. So what? He made some errors. He's gonna be He's gonna be nervous. He's gonna do everything. Let him be there. You got to. So obviously somewhere these coaches are like, nah, you made 3 errors, you're done. That's fine if the coach told you that and you want to leave. But these fans of these kids are like, he wants to leave. He's not good enough to go anywhere else. Well, he's pretty freaking good.
I love that part, too.
He's not good enough to play the field.
So that's why they suspect he's leaving, because they won't let him play.
Well, he started off as a first baseman.
Okay.
And it wasn't. He made a few errors and it wasn't worked out. Moved him to third base. It didn't pan out, and they moved him to DH. Of course, what I was told by the same state person who was a former state baseball player, his shoulder was hurt. And he couldn't really throw and do what he needed to. So that was one of the reasons, not because he couldn't catch the ball, but because they were trying to save him and get him healthy. He could hit fine, but throwing and other stuff hurt him. So, but he was told by Elliot Avent that, hey, you're not going to get first dibs at playing the field anymore because you're just not as good as the other people. And you know what? Maybe that's so. But if you have that good of a player, you figure out how to keep him happy also. But he wasn't happy enough to stay. He's possibly leaving more than, I think it's like a 90-10 type of deal right now of him leaving and going to Florida State. So, but man, fans of these people, if they leave, they leave. So what? Obviously, they weren't happy. If they don't want to be here, let them go.
Here's what I wanted to say, and it deals with that. I hate the people. And, again, we started off the segment talking about how selfish and me Brandon is. Mm-hmm. I'm the same. Everybody is looking out for their own interest, what's good for them. You don't really care about the other guy. And in this case, in sports, in college athletics, when a player on your team leaves, you say the NIL and transfer portal is ruining college athletics. This is terrible. When a player comes in and transfers into the school that you root for, you say, oh man, we got a good one awesome. Here. I love this is good here. When a player leaves, you call them selfish, when in reality, you're doing the same thing they're doing. They're thinking about themselves and what's in their best interest. So just admit you don't give a damn about the guy unless he's wearing your uniform. And when he decides not to wear your uniform, just move on to the next guy who's going to take his spot and wear the uniform. If that's how you want to look at these guys.
Exactly. As fans, you can't be supportive one day and not supportive the next. I mean, these guys come here, sometimes they commit as 15, 16 years old kids. They're going to make mistakes. They're going to make errors. They're not trying to strike out on purpose. They're not trying to throw balls on purpose. Shut up. Let them get through it. Let them work through it. And sooner or later, they're hitting 15 home runs in a single season or something like that.
14.
14? Oh, he hadn't got to 15?
I don't know. I don't think he's listening.
Nah, he's not listening. He's blowing his hair out of his face right now. That was a good little trick there.
You love a guy when he's wearing your roster, and then when he's wearing your team's jersey when he's on your roster, and then you dislike him when he leaves, yet you love the guy that's transferring in. Do you not like the transfer portal completely? Do you like it, dislike it? I don't know what the hell Troy's doing. We're trying to do a radio show. He's showing me a shirt, and I'm just going to soldier through and do the program. Chandler, Shirley, y'all have anything to rage about?
Troy D.
Jungle Boy.
Do you remember
I remember
week?
everything.
Do you remember? Brandon, do you remember last week your rage was...
You want me to
people
flash my
talking-
tits? What are you saying? Can we do the show? What do you want? What do you want? Come in here.
Jesus
God.
This is a perfect time.
Y'all
This
got
is the
something to
rage
rage
room.
about? Come on, rage. Let's go rage. Bring it on. They want to rage. Yeah, I got it's in there.
All right, what do you want me to do?
I didn't know if you wanted to do it on camera later.
Sure.
They got some boys want to rage.
All right, we're live right now. What is he
What's
doing?
going
I
on?
don't know.
They're gonna rage.
God.
So last week,
Can't take y'all
Come on.
nowhere.
Come right here to both of you. Come on. They're gonna have something to rage with. Raging about Troy D bothering us.
Next segment coming up. All right, what do we got?
So last week, Brandon, you said you had a problem with people in public talking on the phone
Oh yeah.
with their aunt, uncle, whoever, sister, brother on the speakerphone.
Will you focus up?
I'm listening.
All right.
It was my rage. I heard it.
Well,
I said it.
That's true.
This week, Tuesday to be exact, at the grocery store,
Oh no.
got something better for you. People blaring music.
Oh yeah.
In the store?
In the store.
That's a new one.
Did it have
Blaring
a Bose
music.
speaker?
And I'm sitting there in line, and like you hear something off in the distance, and it grows and grows and grows. It's a group of people just like listening to music as they go and shop, and I'm like, how do you have the audacity to do that in public in a store?
Yeah.
Like that is insane.
What song was it?
It was some I don't know. I've never heard the song before, but it was very upbeat and annoying.
Like Brandon said last week, headphones are they're not a new technology. They're pretty inexpensive.
Both of you, come on in.
What is going
What
on?
are you
Brandon,
doing?
you're making this worse.
What are you
No,
doing?
I'm getting on Chandler's nerves. They've never had a chance to rage, and you're taking it from them because they're only here on Mondays.
Why do you want to get on
God.
my nerves? What have I done?
My segment.
The only person that has no say here is the host of the show.
Or the producer, apparently.
Troy and Brandon are making all the calls.
Yeah. Well, they've never had a chance to rage. Let them rage.
All right, Ryder Giles, Bryson World, Troy D in the Pirate Radio studios.
Just whatever gets on your nerves, Ryder.
Well, while they're getting set up, can I
What's your
rage
pet
on
peeve?
mine?
Yeah, go ahead.
Not getting the black.
Can we talk about...
Again, what?
Not getting the black.
Yeah.
All right, just wait a minute.
That's probably.
I'm done with my rage.
Wow.
I'm
I've
raging
been
about,
trying-
I'm
I've
raging
been
about
trying
Brandon
to
Manning
control the
just
show.
taking over this show right now.
Yes.
The hell is going on
I
in
guess.
here?
I don't know. I can't control the show,
Jesus.
apparently.
Okay.
You leave for 1 hour and then the show is just taken over.
know what? Screw
by,
this.
by the
Shirley's
guests.
Shirley's
out.
the mic.
Let me say, this didn't happen when Ellerbe was here.
No. Me and Ellerbe got along great.
All right.
She gone.
Anger management rage room. You guys upset about anything in life or sports?
Nothing ever gets on your
What
nerves.
is your pet peeve, boys? There's got to be a pet peeve between just regular live people on the team. What?
Ooh.
Y'all are happy-go-lucky guys.
Roommates?
Pretty happy. All right.
I think one of mine is when I get home from practice and Ben has the apartment temperature set to 73.
Oh my God!
That's way
and it's 95.
Oh my God!
It's 76 in here right now.
Hot Troy D needs it smoking in there. Yeah, let's get that temp down a little bit. Anything, Ryder?
Roommates, I would say Spivey leaving his trash above the trash can instead of just taking it out.
You're calling out Spivey quite a bit this week.
Well, he's an All-American. He's Pitcher of the Year. You got to humble him. So.
That's a good point. Good point. All right, I tell you what. Let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll reset. So what do we got going on, Troy D? Bryson is going to...
If he wants to. He's got a brand new Pirate Radio
vintage shirt we just printed.
Okay.
And I know, he likes to have his shirt off at the end of games.
Jesus
You gotta be
Christ.
kidding.
Is this
That
what
was
we're
the
doing?
trying on for the,
Troy, you got a problem, man. You got a problem.
This is crazy.
I just want to interview the baseball players and talk about sports and baseball.
Provide some entertainment to all the female.
Oh, you get your kicks off the air. All right, we'll talk baseball when we return. Brandon,
And Bryson Moore will be
Yeah, I'll
naked.
stick around. Oh, he's going to take your shirt off?
No, I'm not.
All right, we're back after this.
I can't think of anyone who doesn't love a clean car, but how often do you actually go to the car wash? Does it take too long, or maybe it's just not a very nice place? Tommy's Express changes everything. Our wash is bright, inviting, clean, and fast.
I love the flat conveyor belt. So easy to pull onto, much smoother ride, and safer for my car.
And when you join Tommy Club, you can wash as often as you like for one low monthly price.
I save money and time.
We're Tommy's Express.
At the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Red Banks Road, Greenville.
My whole business just went up in flames, but my agent was there before the fire was out. We started a plan. I've got 25 employees who could be out of a job if we didn't get this place running again. My independent agent and auto owners insurance, they made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll. That's incredible.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there.
This is Brian Smith with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates!
Experience next-level adventure with Kawasaki Terex KRX 1000 sports side-by-sides featuring a combination of trail-taming power, sporty performance, and rugged capability. Whichever Terex KRX 1000 model you choose, you'll experience the ability to take on the toughest trails with unmatched comfort and confidence. Kawasaki Terex KRX 1000, your world, your adventure. See them today at Ron Ayers Motorsports, Highway 11, north of the airport in Greenville.
Hi, I'm Annalie Newhoff.
And I'm Rob Campbell.
And we are with CopyPro. We have been locally owned and operated here in Eastern North Carolina for almost 50 years. CopyPro is the leader in office technology.
Does your business struggle with keeping printing costs low or producing professional documents? Here at CopyPro, total customer satisfaction is our #1 priority.
We have a variety of solutions to help reduce your printing expenses and make your business more productive. Call us today at 1-800-682-6558 or online at copypro.net.
CopyPro, we are the professional office systems people.
Thinking about takeout tonight? Familia can make everything real easy for you with a great selection of Italian food and more. Visit FamiliaNC.com to see the full menu featuring pizzas, pastas, salads, and homemade desserts. Place your order online or call 689-6330, and Familia will have your order ready in their convenient drive-thru window for pickup. Finish up a busy day with a great dinner for yourself or your family from Familia. Familia on Fire Tower Road near Pitt Community College.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Avoid the long check-in lines and congestion at the big airports and fly local at PGV. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has more American Airlines flights. Book today at aa.com. PGV, where the pirates fly.
Great food, great atmosphere, and great service is Ottavola Market Cafe. Ottavola is simply a restaurant that focuses on that, being a great restaurant. There's something for everyone at Ottavola. The menu offers a variety of great choices like pastas, pizzas, sandwiches, soups, salads, and seasonal rotating selections. Lunch or dinner, Ottavola is always the right call. Call ahead and get Ottavola to go, or stop by the bar for a drink with friends. It's simple. Come and eat at Ottavola Market Cafe, Red Banks Road next to Food Lion, and OttavolaMarket.com. Ottavola, pirates supporting pirates.
For the latest from the world of golf, tune in every Saturday morning from 8 to 10 for the Golf Shop Radio Show. Hosts Mark Greenhelves and Matt Blanchard talk golf from tee to green and everything in between. If you like golf, you're gonna love Golf Shop Radio. Before you tee up, drop on in. Welcome to the Golf Shop.
Hi, this is Phil Steele of Phil Steele's College Football Preview Magazine, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Beauty Bar Metaspa. Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, and get rid of unwanted hair? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Visit beautybarmetaspa.com to set up a free consultation. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Tommy's Express Car Wash. Come experience the difference at Tommy's, now open at the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Red Banks Road. Doesn't your car deserve it? Visit Tommy's Express Car Wash today. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Cliff.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live, Hour 2. Didn't know this was going to happen this week, so a special treat for you. How about we open up the Delcor Players Lounge with a couple Pirate players who will be in action this weekend in the Greenville Regional. That is great to say. Bryson Worrell and Ryder Giles joining Brandon Manning and I inside the Pirate Radio studios. Gentlemen, great to talk with you for a few minutes. How we doing?
Doing good. Good to see you.
Yep. So you had that practice today that is, Cliff joked about it on Monday. There's guys out there making sure you're not on like 1 second too long and all that. So how did today's fast practice compare to a regular practice? As far as time, as far as what you got accomplished?
Yeah, it was not, the length of it was nice, but during was a little hectic. It was very action packed.
Yeah, there's a lot of running around going on. I think we're allowed like an hour and 15 minutes, and we got all our stuff done in like just under an hour.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, so what'd you do the last 15? Just goof off?
Went home.
Good deal. Brandon Manning joining us. I got a few numbers I want to go over, some stats to consider, Shirley. Brandon Manning, ECU alum.
To consider.
This year, Bryson Worrell has struck out 53 times. In his career, Brandon Manning, 0 strikeouts. Ryder Giles, 5 errors this season. Brandon Manning, 0 errors his entire career.
Jeez, the complete package.
Stud.
Also,
long-lasting impact.
Let's tear the elbow. And
unless there's real dirt in the bullpen, he never got his jersey dirty either.
At the JUCO level, I had a few strikeouts.
Okay, but at East Carolina,
at ECU, no, it was just strictly like
and just the cleanest jersey.
No, not clean.
Would you roll around in the dirt?
Hey guys, and get this: his batting average 0, 0, 0.
Yes.
But
it was fun.
Left a lasting impact. Did you guys? What was your regional activity when you played, Brandon?
We didn't make a regional.
Neither. What? 2 years?
Billy Godwin didn't make a. Nah.
So after you left,
that was when they had 2009. That was when the South Carolina stuff and all. It was like literally. He got a lot of his recruits in there and really started turning some things around. Did good with it.
All right. Well, sorry I brought that up.
That was all right. I think we were like 33 and 26 or something like that in my last year.
Well, you guys, 18 straight. It just continues on. Bryson, so many great plays. Somebody asked me last night at Sports Trivia at AJ's to rank these plays from the tournament, and it was Jacob Jenkins Coward's catch and spike, the Newton Agnos double play, and then the Bryson catch and gun the guy at home. I had yours at number 1 just because I don't know, the announcer said and they're going to score a run here. And it wasn't even close. Like I don't know. How about that play from your perspective, Bryson? The whole way were you thinking I got this guy?
No, not at all. I mean, I pretty much knew I'm going to throw it as hard as I can. I think I said it one time, the wind was blowing to our back pretty hard. It's probably like a 10-mile-an-hour wind, so I just thought just catch and throw it as hard as I could. And I was actually kind of surprised I made that far. When I threw it, I was like, man, that's too low. It's going to bounce around the mound. And then Ben made a sick pick there at the end.
And I go compared it to something us nerds will understand, MLB The Show. When you do that perfect run up on the ball, and you judge that one perfect, it looked like.
Yeah.
The funny part about it was I was down there in the bullpen, and the both the teams are like literally sitting right next to each other, and as soon as he hits it, their bullpen's like get out, and they're like that'll score a run though, that's good, and then Bryson throws him out. It was the coolest angle from the bullpen, and they all just jaws on the ground.
It was not awesome. A lazy fly ball to shallow center.
No,
it was
330, 340 up there.
Everybody off the bat, they were calling for it to get out, but they were pretty confident it was going to score a run.
Get out of where?
Well, I mean, that was their perspective.
Jesus Lord.
I mean, You never know. That Florida wind, that started blowing pretty good. You never know.
Well, Bryson hit a no-doubter to walk it off. That was one of those weird 10-run rule walk-offs. So a few days prior to that, you had the walk-off that didn't leave the infield that Lane Hoover scored on. So, I don't know. Those two at-bats, they both end the game. And I'm just wondering, do you feel any more pressure in that bottom of the 10th scenario than you did that at bat in Florida?
Yeah.
You do feel that?
Yeah, I mean, it's still a tied game, and I think, was it extra innings?
I think it was the 10th or either bottom 9.
I can't quite remember. But no, there's definitely more pressure when you're not winning by 13 runs, or what was it? No, it was 10 runs. So 8 runs at the time, yeah.
You can take a bigger hack, maybe?
I definitely took a bigger hack there.
I was disappointed in the lack of bat flip, because you had a pimp bat flip like a couple of weeks ago, and everybody's like made a big deal about that. But that ball is still maybe in orbit. I don't know. I mean, that one kid hit one like 513 a few weeks ago from Oklahoma, and I thought that was. I mean, well, I don't think yours went 513.
Yeah, yours went over
over the tiki bar,
Frenchies or whatever. Who had the best pimp job of the year? Jacob Starling had a good one that comes to mind. How about you guys?
I like JC's helicopter throw. Instead of like flinging it like vertical, he does it sideways. It's pretty cool.
He's got such a wingspan, like the windmill swing, and like something about his home runs look majestic. What did you have, Chandler?
Like his mustache.
There was, I can't remember the opponent, but Bryson had one where he kind of, it was like a slow motion,
the left-handed one.
Yeah,
the left-handed one.
Yeah, that was on the hype up video too for regionals. That's good stuff.
Yeah,
so
that was when you hit 2 right and left that game. Yeah,
I think mine was probably the best.
What was that? Practice?
You have one in your.
Hey, I hit one this year.
You did.
Come on now.
Oh, that's right. Because Igo
you got to fact check yourself.
Is that 3 or 4 on your?
Hold on, let me look at my numbers.
3. Okay.
And 2 of them are off the same guy.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Ryder Giles 1 home run this season. Brandon Manning 0 in his career. Let me update the.
Pull up the JUCO stats.
Pull up the JUCO stats. What'd you get in JUCO?
8 my freshman year, and
what?
8.
What do you mean 8?
8 home runs my freshman year.
Oh. Well, how about average? I mean 800.
No, average.
Yeah. I know average doesn't matter.
3 anymore. Something.
All right.
Not high 3s, low 3s. I don't know.
All right, bud.
What's your quality of bat percentage?
That was not a stat they kept up. There was not much backside. So Bryant Ward is at UCLA now, who played at ECU. He was our assistant coach. That was his first coaching gig, and he taught it like literally like we were going to be playing whoever it was about it. Stanford was hot by then. He treated it like it was the most business, and he made it so fun to be at Pitt where I started out. It was not a very serious atmosphere, but when Bryant was there and Bryant was around, it was like, hey guys, you could be doing anything. You could be doing anything. And he was just like Cliff is right now. So it made it cool. It made it fun.
Was Tommy Eason?
No.
That was before.
That was before Tommy took over.
All right. Ryder Giles, Bryson Worrell joining us. Y'all want to interview Brandon and talk about his playing days?
No, I think we should. No, it's no good stuff.
The reaction on Monday, guys, we were all shocked to see. First of all, they kind of just popped that graphic up there, right? Like there wasn't a lot of fanfare or warning.
No,
it just kind of went up there, and everybody's looking like
that's us.
1, 2, 3. Yeah. So what was it like for you guys when you saw it?
I think shock was probably not. I mean, excitement but a little bit of shock too. I figured we were going to be around 13, 14, kind of like last year. And then they popped that, that graphic up there you're talking about. And we're like, whoa, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, they kind of announced it. They were like, here's the top 8 seeds. And then, then it showed us at the bottom. Then we're kind of always looking around. There's a little delay on the TV.
Yeah. So on the TV, you guys were just sitting there like this. Because they hadn't caught up to the celebration.
There was probably like a 20-second delay.
Yeah. And it was awesome. You got to see the opponents come in. Cliff Godwin said it's his least favorite question, but I'll ask you guys, what do you think about the competition, Virginia, Coastal, and coming up tomorrow, Coppin State?
I think it's good. Virginia was in the conversation to host all year. I think they were top 10 for the majority of the year. And then Coastal is probably one of the better 3 seeds out there. So, you can't take Coppin State for granted. They steal a lot of bags, so we got to keep them off base tomorrow. But I don't know. I'm just excited. We know we got to play good baseball, no matter who it is.
Bryson, what do you think?
No, I mean, similar thoughts. I mean, it's pretty much what we've been doing all year. Haven't really been worried about who we're playing to say. But, yeah, I mean, we're going to go out there. We're going to play our brand of baseball, as Coach Godwin says, and we're ready for anything.
Speaking of brands of baseball, I love the shirts today. You got the toughness over talent.
It's the Mission Week shirt.
Mission Week shirt. You've got the only the best for the Pirates.
That's right.
Outfitted by Adidas.
That's right.
You're official there.
Officially official. Yep.
You got an NIL deal with Adidas?
No.
I got like 2 older shirts. We just need to burn one of them because it's been the curse.
Yeah, let's do it.
It says "We're going." Billy Godwin put "We're going" on the back.
That's do y'all know about that one?
No.
We're going.
And he had one.
We ain't been yet.
It's got like this. It goes your whole back. It says hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard, and it's like that long on the back. So I can't wear it in public.
Yeah.
People stare at me too long. Trying to read it. Man. It's a big sentence.
How do you know people are staring at you from behind?
You do. Stare at their shirts. I have a question for you guys. This is a good ECU question.
This is not going to be a good question.
No, it really is a good question. We make a big deal every year about playing in regionals about having the night game to have the bigger crowd. How do you feel about playing at 1 o'clock in the heat versus dodging rain showers at 7 o'clock?
Good question.
That's a good question. Bryson, you want to answer it first? Or?
Sure, I'll take it.
I don't like the weather, but I'm not going to talk about the weather.
I'll talk about the weather.
I'll see how Bryson answered it then on baseline.
I think it's a little different just because it is in the middle of the day and maybe some fans that haven't got off work yet. I think that I don't think it will factor into attendance just because I know we have the best fans in college baseball, so I think we'll still be packed, but definitely going to be a little warmer in the middle of the day.
I think the night crowd is pretty sick. We had that my freshman year, which was Bryson's sophomore year, and that was really cool. But with the earlier game, it's nice that you get off your feet and then kind of watch the next game, and then you get in bed a little earlier and all that good stuff. Rest for the next day is a little bit better.
I was going to ask, is that important that, let's say you take care of business on Friday, you're done around 4 o'clock, you don't play again until Saturday at 7 o'clock, as opposed to getting home at like 11 midnight? Like, is that a difference for you guys, you think?
I can notice a difference.
Yeah.
I don't know about.
I mean, I think you can see that this weekend. We played Houston in the last game, the conference tournament. We played the first game, then they had to play a game. They lost the first one, then had the doubleheader. So you could definitely tell in the game on Sunday they were pretty worn down.
Right.
Brandon, that was a great question. We got some good answers. So
thank you.
That was good stuff.
I mean, I get tired of like every time we have a regional, it's gonna rain on that first day.
Yeah.
I mean, it really is, man. I mean, it sucks, but I mean, it gets tiring for y'all to go out there and get started one inning and then sit for. I think one night we got started like 1 or something. I felt like I was out there till 3 in the morning watching ECU baseball. I forgot what year that was. But maybe when y'all were there. A few years ago, it rained. I was sitting in the car with like 6 wet people in the car right there. It was not good. And there was no fried chicken around to be eaten. We were just all sitting there like, hey, you want to play tic-tac-toe? I mean, it was just like, what are we doing? But yeah, the 1 o'clock game is going to be hot. But I think a lot of people, I've talked to a lot of parents. There's a lot of people going to get their kids out of school early. It's
like a national holiday in Greenville.
It really is.
And Ryder, you talk about the night game and how awesome it is. That Saturday winner's bracket night game is like my favorite game of the year. If you can get there, it's going to be awesome. And I had Jake Agnos on the show yesterday. One of my favorite memories is actually a loser's bracket Saturday game where Jake had that 8-inning performance against NC State. So that's a big day either way. Either you're playing your way into the regional championship or you're staying alive. But yeah, that's Saturday night under the lights. That has potential to be my favorite day of the season.
Yeah, I remember the one last year
against Charlotte.
Yeah, against Charlotte. Bryson hit the double down the line. I literally, you could see the stadium was like shaking. It was so loud.
And then you had Hoover come through. To score Bryson.
Yep, Big Hoove came in right after.
And that was a great comeback win. Speaking of comeback wins, you guys have done quite a bit of that during the streak, including in Clearwater. Got down early to Tulane. At this point, whether you're up 3, down 3, whatever, and it's the 5th, 6th inning, you're thinking we're going to win this game, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We started out Tulane, give up 4 in the first, or I think about 3 in the first and then 1 in the second. Man, it's not really how you draw it up to start a game, but I mean, like you said, we have a lot of confidence. I mean, we've been through a lot of adversity at the beginning of the year. I mean, we've been through so many situations where we've come back, we've been behind early in the game, and I mean, I feel like we can win just about any situation.
Yeah.
Ryder, is it was it Turner Brown that told the famous look around and soak this in?
Yeah.
That's a great story, and we can tell it again. But he basically told you as a youngster to appreciate this, right?
Yeah, he did. It was my freshman year. He played short. I played third. We run out there, and he's like walking over towards me, and Turner was kind of like, I guess, kind of like my mentor. And so I saw him walking over towards me. I was like, oh God, what did I do? I did something. It was like a disappointed father coming at me. And he looks at me. He's like, you should really turn around, just take all this in, because this doesn't happen everywhere. And I did, and man, it was a feeling I'll never forget. It was probably one of the coolest moments of my life.
So now your job is to tell the young guys that, right? Yeah. You got to pay it forward.
Right.
Make sure they understand
exactly
what they're appreciating. That's really cool. And Turner had a successful year as a high school coach. You know where he is? Brandon Ryder.
State championship, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah.
So that
he was coach of the year too.
Did he play Jake Smith, former do you know Jake Smith's name? Yeah, that's why I didn't play. He won the Johnny Bench Award that year, and I was like,
yeah, that's why he didn't play.
Yeah, shut up, Clip. No, man. I mean, I think he might have played Jake Smith either in the fourth round or the state championship, which would have been cool.
So Hunter Allen is an assistant on UNCG with Billy Godwin, former Pirate shortstop coach. You've got we just talked about Turner Brown.
Yeah.
He passed the torch to you, so is baseball coaching in your future, Ryder?
Probably. Yeah.
Really?
Probably, yeah.
All right.
I think so.
Good deal.
I think so.
Asked and answered.
We got 8U All-Stars starting up pretty soon.
You want to get your feet wet?
I will say this.
If you got an opening, let me know.
We finished a few years ago, and there was the team in Winterville. They were pretty good, and they were all like 10, 11-year-old, that age right there. Burley came and practiced with them every day, hit fungos, and he wore them out.
Really?
He took no prisoners, and he came out there as like, hey, guys, this is what you got to do. This is how you got to take it serious. And I mean, it does mean a lot to young kids, but, you're going to stay here and work the camp, so you'll see all the same kids there.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Both camps?
Yeah.
All right, good deal.
Yeah. I enjoy that. That's a lot of fun.
We'll wrap it up with Ryder and Bryson here. I thought of an odd question. So I had a younger sister, and I have a daughter. So I watched a lot of Disney movies. So I don't know how versed you guys are in Disney. Why are you looking at me like that?
I talked to your sister the other day.
Hey, don't talk to my sister.
It was at a school function.
I don't care where.
And I talked to Pam.
Dude, don't talk to my mom. Or you know what? You can talk to my sister. Don't talk to my mom.
Your mom and your dad were there. So
all right, that's fair enough. If I don't even know how to word this. So what Disney dude are you?
Lightning McQueen.
Okay, that's a car, but I guess it counts.
Cars. That's my favorite movie.
God, I watched
Pixar
so
Disney?
Times. Yeah, that counts.
Well, it's on Disney Plus. So
all right, I'll give it.
If it's on Disney Plus.
How do you know that?
Because if you're telling me you don't like the movie Cars,
don't act cool.
I do.
Yeah,
but I also have a 7-year-old.
Don't be too cool.
I have 2 kids.
You probably watched it 1,000,000 times by now.
All 3 of them. Yeah, actually.
The other one, the first one's good. The other ones are kind of whack.
The last one where he had these super fancy cars, that got kind of good.
Yeah. I don't think I saw past the first one, but I watched that one 1,000,000,000 times. Bryson, you kind of got the look,
Hercules.
Man. I'm thinking Tarzan. Yeah, all right. It makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense.
Mowgli. Or what was
Mowgli?
Mowgli.
Who are you, Brandon? You got a Gaston look to you.
Gaston?
Yeah.
No. I'd be the, what was that panda bear in Jungle Book? The panda bear.
Baloo?
I'd be Baloo.
All right.
What about you?
I've always been a big Eric guy.
Okay.
Do you know who that is?
Nope.
Little Mermaid. He's got good hair.
Ah, yeah, there you go.
Eric. Kind of get me on the, No? All right. You guys want to chime in on this one, Chandler? No. All right.
Shirley threw her mic out a long time ago. Little kid.
That's a good call. Good call. All right, guys. Good to have a few chuckles in, and we'll get to work tomorrow, I guess, right?
Hydrate.
Let's do it. Yep.
Yeah, no doubt.
Hydrate.
Yeah, what is the plan for tonight to be ready for a 1 o'clock game?
Get some dinner and get to bed early.
Yeah. Same thing.
Are y'all giving orders on that? That's more of a football thing, probably, but I guess any athlete, as far as how much you should drink water-wise, leading up to a game or anything? Or do you just...
I think a gallon a day is a pretty consistent figure.
Okay.
I think that's
I like the
pretty
Gatorade
safe
water
bet.
mix.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, as long as you're getting that hydration on.
Which flavor? Orange?
I'm not picky.
Okay.
Any flavor.
Anyone works? Ryder, Bryson, really appreciate you guys joining us all year long. It's been a lot of fun. Good luck this weekend, and we'll do it again next week.
Thank you, guys.
Keep on keeping on.
Thank you.
All right, there is Ryder Giles, Bryson Worrell inside the Delcor Players Lounge. If you have a cooling issue right now, you are smoking hot. So you need to call Delcor 321-8868 or visit delcorinc.com. When we return, CJ Mayhew and Zach Agnos. Agnos will do most of the talking, I'm assuming, coming up in the 5 o'clock hour. More to go. Pirate Radio Live after this.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, and get rid of unwanted hair? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar MediSpa on Red Banks Road in Greenville. Free consultations available. Visit us at beautybarmedispa.com. Also follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Enjoy your visit. Love your transformation. Go Pirates!
The Wood Ducks are at Granger Stadium this upcoming week versus the Charleston River Dogs, May 31st through June 5th. If you were at the Wednesday game on the 25th, bring your ticket this Wednesday for free entry. Saturday, there will be a pregame concert, and the first 1,000 fans will receive a Hawaiian button-down shirt sponsored by Down East Homes. Go online to get your tickets in advance at woodducksbaseball.com or at the box office the day of the game. Hope to see you at Granger Stadium cheering on the Wood Ducks. Go Woodies!
Welcome to U.S. Cellular. Yeah, hi. I want a new phone for free, but not just any phone. I want the newest, fastest, most storage holding 5G unlimited data using phone in here for free. Sure, your choice. Really? Yep.
At U.S. Cellular, we put you first. So choose any phone from any brand free. Plus, get unlimited data for just $30 a month. U.S. Cellular, America's locally grown wireless. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
We all love using Uber Eats, DoorDash, and grocery pickup. It makes life so much easier. Well, now there is cellular delivery, and the team at Cellular Warehouse has perfected the process. They will deliver your new phone right to your door with all your information loaded on the new phone. And the best thing is there is no charge for this awesome service. And you don't have to waste half the day sitting in a Cellular store. Call Toby Williams today at 252-799-7051 and let his team of experts make your cellular delivery today. Cellular Warehouse, your local U.S. Cellular authorized agent, serving all of Eastern North Carolina.
Before anyone walks into your business, the outside is what they see. Make sure your first impression is a good impression with the right curb appeal. Hi, this is Daniel Andrews from Dan Andrews Lawn Service. We specialize in making your business look great. Let us handle all your professional landscaping needs. We do it all so you don't ever have to worry. Residential services are also available. Call us today at 717-8006 and we'll come out and give you a free quote. Taking care of your landscaping needs is all we do, and we've been doing it for over 20 years. You can trust our reliable team at Dan Andrews Lawn Service, covering all of Eastern North Carolina.
Hello, Eastern North Carolina. If you're looking for a great place to work with competitive pay and advancement opportunities, Pitt County Schools is hiring. We employ over 3,000 people, and we're one of the largest employers in Pitt County. Pitt County Schools is currently seeking teachers, bus drivers, school nutrition personnel, facility staff, custodians, clerical staff, and more. We offer advanced leadership opportunities for our educators and competitive pay for our skilled labor force. Come work for a diverse, thriving school system and be an important part of ensuring success for the students of Pitt County who are the future of Eastern North Carolina. To fill out an application, visit our website today at pittschools.org. That's pittschools.org, or go directly to our job postings at bit.ly/PCS employment. That's bit.ly/PCS employment. Pitt County Schools, engaging, empowering, and elevating every student and every staff member every single day.
Winslow's Deli is now Fifth Street Hardware, restaurant and tap room. With a brand new look, Fifth Street Hardware also has a brand new menu, serving lunch and dinner every Tuesday through Sunday, and brunch starting at 10:30 on Sundays. What else is new? Well, how about poker every Tuesday night and Trivia Wednesday with DJ Captain Morgan? It's a new look and a new name, but the same great location on Fifth Street beside the State Theater. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram for specials and events. Fifth Street Hardware Restaurant and Tap Room.
This is ECU assistant football coach Roy Tesh, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Brown & Wood is your home of the best selection of GMC, Cadillac, Buick, and Mazda in eastern North Carolina since 1937. Shop their entire inventory online at brownandwoodauto.com or visit them on Greenville Boulevard. Brown & Wood, Greenville's #1 dealership and the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. Now let's head back in to Pirate Radio Live. Here is your host, Clipper Rock.
Alrighty, back with you, Pirate Radio Live, hour number 3. Troy, thanks for being here, hour 1.
Yeah, it was fun.
Helping me out.
Good to be back.
And we got
big day.
We got our players in here. Did not know this was going to happen this week, so a special treat to see you guys in here. We got Zach Agnos and CJ Mayhew coming off a conference championship, and CJ's got the proof right there on his chest. Got the new gear, looking good.
That does look good.
Congrats, guys! Great weekend in Clearwater. How was it for you?
Thank you. It was a lot of fun. It was hot. Guess we brought some heat back with us to Greenville. It was really fun just to continue playing baseball and winning it for sure.
Are you upset you got snubbed for the player of the tournament?
Not
and
at
JJ,
all. Not at all.
Okay.
I was happy because he got snubbed for his all-conference selection. So I'm glad that he got that just to kind of shove it where the sun don't shine.
Do you think ECU got snubbed with the 8 seed? Should have been maybe a 6 seed?
CJ, you can answer that one. Nah.
The disrespect puts a real chip on the shoulder.
That's right.
You were on the video I shot, CJ, and you're kind of, I don't know, you had a bit of a shock, I guess, when you first saw it, or at least, I don't know if you were expecting to see that graphic, and a lot of people weren't. So what was going through your mind when you saw East Carolina was on the bottom right as the number 8 seed?
Well, when they announced it, I think they said this is the top 8 seeds, and I think I looked around. I think I might have looked at Zach or something, and Zach was looking around, and then I heard everybody just start cheering. So, I mean, I kind of got chill bumps, though, when it came up.
Well, the night before, they put out that East Carolina was going to host. So I thought, okay, well, they're all the fanfare's over. The surprise is over. We host. That's awesome.
The question is, who will we play in Greenville?
Correct. And where will we, and then who will we match up with in a super regional if we were to win? But, man, talk about a plot twist. I never saw number 8 coming, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really expect it. I didn't think we were going to be 16. I knew we weren't going to be 16. 8 was definitely a shock. All I remember just seeing is like JC just like stand up and do his like sort of freak out. It's like, and then like do the thing with his tongue where I'm like, what the heck?
The teams coming in, it'll be Coppin State tomorrow, and then Coastal Carolina, Virginia playing tomorrow night. Zach, you're a Virginia guy. Mm-hmm. You want to beat them more than you want to beat anybody else, type of thing? Were you recruited? Like,
no, I didn't. I honestly didn't know I didn't know Coppin State was in Maryland. Honestly,
have you been able to scout them at all?
I mean, we get a little bit. Like, we know who's starting against us tomorrow. Starting to think, like, they sent us a video, so the hitters are starting to work on their own approach, and Coach Gallen's working on his approach, and the one thing we know about them is that they run a lot and they steal a lot of big, like 130 bags on the year. So that's all we really know.
Not a problem for you guys when you're turning double plays on potential steals. How about that play, Zach? You got to see yourself on SportsCenter there.
Yeah, that was honestly, it was kind of like a dream come true. Like I grew up watching like Ryan Zimmerman, who was my idol growing up. I used to watch him like be on SportsCenter top 10, and I really didn't know what to. My mom texted me. She's like, "number 7, that a boy, I love," like blah blah blah, and she was all happy. So it was really cool. And
do you practice that particular? Because that was like so much instinct for you to make the tag spin. You probably weren't even looking when you made the throw home. That was like instinct, right?
Yeah. Well, the thing was like I kind of peeked as the ball was coming to the guy on third, and then I heard the third base coach yell, "Go, go," because I guess he wasn't going, and so I just tagged. I was like, you know what, I can make this double play, and I threw it, and then I honestly thought they were going to call Ben for blocking the plate.
So that is a rule in college, just like it is in the pros.
Yeah, but I think Ben was playing the ball pretty well, so there's nothing to like overturn it.
Made kind of a late move to get in front. Hey, we'll call it. What if that would have been strike 3? That would have made it. That would have been number one on Sports.
That would have triple
strike
play.
them out, throw them out, throw them out.
That would have been
Triple
crazy.
play. CJ Mayhew, Zach Agnos joining us. CJ, you are not starting tomorrow. Have they told you to be ready? Are you off tomorrow? What's your situation?
No, I mean they really haven't said much. I know Gross is going tomorrow, and then I mean if he gets in trouble, I'll be ready.
You kind of always have to be ready, don't you?
Yeah.
It's kind of like playoff baseball,
especially at this point in the season too.
Yeah. Like I remember the Nats on Max Scherzer against the Cubs in Game 5. You never know. Just
you got to be ready too.
Yeah. Somehow,
all hands on deck.
All hands on deck.
Yeah. We talked to your brother earlier.
That's what I heard. Yeah.
You want to hear? Hey, Shirley, you got Jake and his cuts from yesterday? Shirley. Oh,
hey,
you got the Jake cuts from
We're
yesterday? Sorry to bother you.
Yeah.
I mean, interrupting my time and everything.
Were you playing Candy Crush still?
Yeah, by the way, that's
it's
your fault.
We've talked about it. I've already been yelled at.
You got her addicted to this thing, and now she can't even put into work.
Candy Crush is like 10 years old. You're just addicted to it now?
No, I played it a long time ago, and then I stopped.
She was in
because
remission.
I was in remission, and
boy.
Zach kept mentioning it, and I was like, I got to go back and play.
Send you to
And
rehab
now,
for Candy Crush.
All right, so I asked your brother Jake.
Hold on.
About your your pitching and being on the mound, and he kind of just talked about you and your whole season overall, and we're gonna have those comments.
Hold on.
When Shirley's
Did
done
you
playing
have one
Candy
or
Crush.
two?
Should be two.
Okay, the one is missing.
Oh dear.
Somebody didn't put. Oh, here it is. Here
Yeah,
it is.
it
I got
is.
it.
It's
I got
there.
it.
Sounds
I got
like
it.
right
All
where I
right, here we
put
go.
it.
Here
User
we go.
error. Number
Set
one.
it up again, Clip.
Here we go. Number one.
I'm good. I appreciate you having me on.
Nah, that's
not it.
Oh,
No.
God, this is
Oh.
terrible. I tell you what, if you guys
No,
play
it's
like
not
this,
in
We
here.
call in your business an E. Right here. This is an E on Shirley.
should be
Orcliffe.
Jake Gagnos 1 and 2 from yesterday.
I see the two. I don't see the one.
All right, well,
hold
let's
on
go
one
with two.
second. Let me go. Hold on. Let me pull it up. Make sure. Because at times
We're gonna have to go to the bullpen and
We
bring in
have-
Wes Hines.
No, you be quiet.
Don't
Our
say
closer.
that. No.
Troy,
This
you be
is-
quiet.
You get 2 mound visits. This is our first.
Okay, all right.
We're leaving it right.
Keeping the ball in
This
his
is
glove.
like Coach Godwin going to the mountain and telling the guy he's still in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of rare, right?
Oh, I
Can
see.
you
There's
calm down? Like,
there's
what
a
does it
space in here.
What does
That's
he tell the pitcher
There it is.
when he goes out there?
And he's like, "You're not coming out of the game." And then Spivey, it's usually Spivey. He's like, "No, I'm not coming out of the game. No, I'm not. I'm staying in. I'm finishing this." I'm like, "Oh."
Speaking of which, your brother got super mad at Cliff. Do you remember that? It was like he was throwing. He wanted a complete game. I don't know if it was a no hitter.
No, he went. So it was in the 9th inning, and Coach Godwin said, because Jake was like 130 pitches towards the end of the inning, he's like, "Hey, if you let one guy on, you're done." And Jake got the first 2 guys out, and then the umpire missed the strike 3 call, and then everybody knows he missed it because the umpire on Sunday, because I was in Myrtle Beach, we drove back up and met Jake. Umpire goes up to Jake, he's like, "Hey, I'm sorry about that call on Friday," and then gives up a hit, walks a guy, and then Coach Godwin starts yelling at the umpire. And the crowd starts booing Coach G for taking Jake out. And Jake was like, I'm fine. Like, kind of turned around. And Coach G just went, he went in on Jake. And Jake was like, you can see Jake. Jake was like, all pissed off. And then Coach G started going in. And then you saw the fear start setting in his eyes. Because, Coach G can get crazy. Like, when he's mad, he'll get crazy. And Jake's like, oh, yeah, okay, I'm good.
Great moment with Cliff and Jake there. All right, so
I have it now.
All right, this is Jake talking about his brother Zach.
I've just been so impressed with how Zach's handled himself, especially when I think back to the beginning of the year and he started struggling a little bit. I thought that was such an easy time for him to have folded and not been able to bounce back like he has. But, offensive, I think just as an all-around player, he's just done a phenomenal job with the circumstances. But on the mound, it's funny. It's like I almost get as nervous as, I would be pitching. And I was telling Coach Godwin, I always bit my nails and I stopped over the quarantine. That was one of my bad habits that I stopped. But once I got back on the mound, that went out the door. I find myself, I get so nervous. And but I'll tell you what, every time he gets on the mound, he just has that, like you said, bulldog mentality, which is something I probably credit to my dad for instilling in us. Every time we picked up the ball, that's what he wanted. So, but, they're popping him out there a lot. I kind of got worried. I'm like, Zach, you got to make sure, you got to remember you're playing short every day. Like, you know, you got to make sure. But he says he feels great, and man, it's always great to see someone who wants the ball every time. And I think that's just the biggest thing is, you know, Zach knows that whatever the situation is, he's going to go there and do his job. And it's just been fun to watch. And the results have been great, too, which is even better.
Jake Agnos, he joined us on the show yesterday if you want to hear that entire interview. And, Zach, we've talked in the past, it's got to be awesome to hear the compliments, but he shoots it straight. He'll tell you if you're doing something wrong. He'll tell you if you're being too swaggy and too cute. Like,
right.
He'll and you got to appreciate that, right?
Oh, yeah. He's the same way with CJ. He'll tell him how it is. And, like, I remember Carter came up to me. He's like, dude, I just saw your brother up there watching in Clearwater. He's like, I've never seen someone so locked in on pitching. And he said the same. I saw it with C. Like, he was in there, like, trying to critique me. Like, maybe if I'm tipping a pitch or something, he's up there, man. And it's really special. And yeah, I've had some tough conversations with him about pitching, but it's all working out. And no, it was really good to see Jake, and it was really good. Very kind words to him. He doesn't really say that to my face, but
right. He probably didn't want me to play that for you.
Yeah,
too.
he probably's gonna get mad. I felt my phone buzz. It was probably him texting me,
giving you pointers on what you're doing wrong. Well, he did critique you a little bit. Jake, by the way, acts like he's an 80-year-old man now.
Yeah,
kids these days and all that stuff.
I know. He thinks he
looks older too.
Yeah.
Okay, he sent me a text. He was pissed at us for that picture we put up. It looked like we used the age.
I think it was the filter we put on it. It made him look a little Pete Rose-ish, maybe.
He's just mad because our whole family GM started roasting him about it.
I will say, like, the filter did make him look older than he is, and it was the angle he was sitting in. You know, I mean, I thought it was a good content.
Hey, looked like you just got back from the war.
Yeah, he had this winter jacket on.
Yeah.
My mom or someone sent a picture of Josh Brolin in there, said he looks like him.
Yeah.
CJ, check this one out. What do you think? It's like an old man.
A little different.
Someone
said,
looks like
Pete Rose waiting to get in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Just wasted away over there. All right.
Who they said he looked like. Right there.
That is pretty good, yeah. All right, so the old man Jake is mad at you kids with your NIL and all that stuff. It cut too, Shirley. I asked him about the NIL and Zach and everything.
So I always give Zach a hard time because I felt like I put in all the hard work and you know, I thought Packard and I really did a tremendous job of you know, kind of involving Pirate Nation and being more outspoken and vocal. But like I said, when I was there, we couldn't even have a meal paid for us when we went out. But no, I really, like I said, it's awesome when you're allowed, you know, you're able to connect these guys with the community. And I know they're having a blast, and it's always fun. And I see those questions you guys ask them. So yeah, I always give Zach a hard time because he gets the Barstool shirt deals and all that, while I was just doing it because I was enjoying it.
There you go.
Yeah,
you get all the perks. He laid the foundation.
He did. We call him the bulldozer.
That's right.
Laying the foundation.
You'll appreciate this, Troy, by the way. Bryson, after he talked to the media on Monday at the event at Town Bank Tower, Cliff said, "Good job, Bryson," and he said, "Yeah, radio's helped me a lot."
Yeah, well, I do.
So that's pretty cool to hear.
That is cool, and I think that was one of the things when we talked to you guys initially. One of the byproducts of this is it does get you more media experience than you would normally have in a setting that's a little more comfortable, a little more natural, where you can be yourself. And as you guys continue on with your careers, as we said, whether it's baseball or something else, this will pay dividends.
Yeah, for sure.
Can you get your poor brother a lunch, by the way, next time you see him?
A what?
Lunch. Just buy him a meal.
Tell you what, tell him I'm gonna take him. I'm gonna give him a 1-day NIL deal to Parker's Bar.
Yeah,
I'm gonna sign him for 1 day. We'll get him in studio.
That'll be good.
We'll take him to lunch.
Which, by the way, he said if things go right this weekend, we could see a Jake Agnos appearance in Greenville next weekend.
I had no idea.
There's a shocker for you right there. How cool was it though? Another thing, and on a serious note, I said it to Jake that the Agnoses have meant a lot to ECU baseball, and that's a two-way street. ECU baseball has meant a lot to the Agnos family, and you can speak to that too, right?
Yeah, and I mean, just the way this year's gone, and even before this year, man, like people have always supported me. My brother, my family. Yeah, I mean, I'm really speechless. I don't know what to say about Pirate Nation. They've been a family to me. Everybody. I'll be walking walking into a restaurant, someone will come up to me and give me a hug and just tell them that if I need anything, they're there for me. And it's truly been special. And I mean, I can't tell you guys how much my team means to me, how much Coach Godwin, Blake Hardery, Heath Blackman, AK, Coach Blunt, all of those guys involved in there. They're just the most genuine people that genuinely care for you, genuinely care about the game of baseball, and they truly care about making you a better person by the time you leave.
Troy, did I hear you say earlier, Cliff said this is the best chemistry he's had?
I asked Coach about that today, how this team matches up with other teams he's been, especially,
which have all been tight teams.
Yeah. Yes, he said this team has the best chemistry that he's been around, which I thought was pretty high praise.
What's that brotherhood like, CJ, with you guys in the locker room?
No, it's good. I mean, I think every guy on the team, there's no guys on the team that butt heads with each other, and if we do, it's in a good and loving way. I mean, I think the connection and the relationships with the coaches and the players are really high this year. I mean, I know with AK, we can joke around with them before practice, during practice, and I think just building that relationship helps us on the field.
It says a lot about you guys, too, because I remember when Cliff was in here and you were sitting out there, he said you were one of the guys that could take the coaching and sometimes hard coaching, and you listen and you do, you can take the coaching.
Yeah.
Which not all players can, right?
Not all players, but
if you can't take coaching from Coach Godwin, you will not be here very long.
You don't have a choice.
Yeah.
I had someone ask me, is there another Agnos? Do you have a younger brother?
No, but I do have a cousin.
I was going to say, is there somewhere on the family tree?
It's a Miller, though. It's Miller.
Oh.
But
we'll change his name.
Can we do Miller Dash?
He's a stud. He actually just finished up his freshman year of high school.
Where's he live?
In Richmond, Virginia, so it's only about 2.5 hours.
Have you talked to Coach Godwin about this? Is he on the radar?
I have planted the seed with Coach Godwin, and he hit about 380 as a freshman.
Sweet.
And he's a little stud on the mound too. So
because our best recruiters are the existing players.
That's right. That's right.
You guys know that's a big part of recruiting.
For sure.
So
Brandon had a question that I'll ask you guys. What are you all doing this summer? Do you have summer plans as far as playing yet?
It's up in the air right now. I want to play. The original plan was for me not to play and stay here to help out the younger guys, but I think me and Coach Godwin are going to try to work something out with maybe go back to the Cape. Who knows? I want to play. He's worried about me doing a lot.
That's a lot of games.
The workload and stuff, which is understandable and I appreciate. But I just think the more reps I get, the better I'll be. So,
CJ, you got any plans yet? Or?
No, I was here last summer. This summer, I'm doing I'm taking classes right now and doing my internship back home when the season ends.
Okay. So you're going to be resting the arm soon?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Good to know. Good to know. All right. Greenville Regional beginning on Friday, and you guys will be playing in the 1 o'clock game. So it's going to be a hot one. We know that.
And you guys seem pretty loose. I mean, all the guys we talked to today earlier on the field and today in studio. I mean, I think that's the key, too. I think having fun. Someone answer that question, like what's different.
I think that was you.
Oh, that was. I think I asked you in the press conference earlier what the difference is with this team first half versus really second half.
Right.
And you said they're having fun
right.
now.
And that's something like I feel like early in the year we almost like tried too hard to win. Like we tried to force wins, rather than just like going out there, just being with each other, realizing that it's just a game of baseball. Like it's just a game. Like it's literally a game. It doesn't. I mean, it means a lot to me. It means a lot to everybody on our team. But at the end of the day, like I mean, it doesn't. It's not gonna. It's not life or death.
Right.
Like it's just out there. You're going out there with 40 of your best friends. You got 3,000 people on average supporting you. Like what more could you ask for? And so it's just like it's just really like just freeing us up and letting us just go be ourselves, really. And you can see that with CJ and JC and Bright, everybody, man. It's been fun.
Clip, I heard today at lunch they were down to like 300 standing room only jungle tickets left. So the grandstand I've heard is sold out. There are a few tickets remaining. Maybe who knows?
What are you upset they hadn't sold them all?
Yeah, what are we doing? What are we doing?
I feel like a telethon. We need 300 more people, folks.
Call in now.
Make those phones ring. 1-800-ECU.
What? How many are they selling? Like what's?
It's going to be like 5,000.
5+.
Yeah.
Because last year was 5,000, but I think that was just because of COVID.
Yeah.
But I also heard that. I'm like, you know what? I'm not.
Well, there's a certain capacity the stadium has, so they can
Do they ever cap it off for the jungle?
They do, yes. They can only have a certain amount, even though it's outside.
Yeah.
And it's standing room. There's still a cap on it, Yeah, it's not unlimited.
Yeah.
But it's going to be packed, guys.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
It's going to be fun. I remember talking about my meeting before the season because I remember I was talking to JC about it, and about halfway through the season, I was like, dang, really not going to be able to host. Like, it's going to be really tough. And now here we are, and I'm freaking pumped. It's going to be fun.
Schedule sets up good. If you win Friday at 1, you get almost a full day rest on Friday. You get to relax on Saturday most of the day because then you don't play again, I believe, 7 o'clock if you're in the winner's bracket. So that's a huge advantage, I think. And then imagine the crowd and how pumped up that'll be. A Saturday night, 7 p.m. start, finish under the lights. I mean, that'll be what I like to call a football-like atmosphere at Clark Leclerc.
And we don't need to tell you guys this. In fact, you've already talked about it, but you've had some issues with 4 seeds. Were you on? You were not on the Quinnipiac team, or were you?
What are you doing?
I'm telling you to be ready for Coppin State tomorrow.
You thought I was on the team with? You thought I played with Jake?
Oh, okay. Look, my years get mixed up. I should have looked at that picture and realized he played 20 years ago.
Zach, it's a lot of years and a lot of beers ago, okay?
A lot of games. You were on the Norfolk State.
I was.
That was trailing, right?
That was trailing.
Well, I'll tell you what he was a part of. The series against Bryant this season.
That's right.
Where we were supposed to start with a sweep. It was a top 25 team we were.
There we go.
And we started 0-3. But I remember a clip coming on that show Monday telling everyone I was going to go back and get the audio because we were joking. Brandon Manning was joking about how he was one of the few people. I didn't give up on this team. I remember saying everyone needs to calm down. There's a lot of baseball left. It's on the tape. We can go back and hear it. I can play it.
I remember it.
Yes. And I was trying to calm everybody down.
Football.
And now I look like a true visionary, Cliff.
Way to go, Troy D. Once again, it is about you. Point being, and you're not going to do it anyway, but can't take anybody lightly. Of course. All right, good stuff, guys. We'll let you run. CJ, sorry, with Troy and Zach in here, you didn't get a lot of work today.
It's fine.
He's resting. We're resting him.
Maybe next week you can talk more. All right, but seriously, I appreciate you guys all year long, man. This has been a blast.
It's been fun. We're going to do
it too.
One more week next week, too.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
We're going to talk about Super.
Oh, yeah.
People have enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys have gotten positive feedback from it, gotten something from it. So
we've got a lot. We really appreciate it.
All right. Well, good luck this weekend, guys. We'll see you out there. CJ Mayhew, Zach Agnos joining us. Shirley, you want to open up the booty bag and give something away?
Booty, 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 booty everywhere. Booty, 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 booty everywhere.
All right, what are we giving away today?
How about lunch for 2 at Tiebreakers?
Lunch for 2 at Tiebreakers. If you are not one of the lucky ones to be at Clark and Claire, you can watch the action at Tiebreakers this weekend, or maybe after the game Friday.
That could be a little post-game celebration victory dinner.
There you go.
That could be a good call.
A lot of great options on that menu. Shirley, what caller are we looking for?
Caller 10.
Caller 10, 317-1250. We're back with more after this.
In studio with Jeff Stein from Brown & Wood. What's new, Jeff?
For 2 years in a row, we've been voted #1 in Greenville, so we're super thankful. For 2022, we've decided to make it the year of the customer. We're taking more COVID health safety protocols with some personal test drives where, you don't have the salesperson riding along with the customer. It actually makes them a little bit more comfortable, and they can take a drive and kind of go where they want to go and drive it how they want to drive it.
Brown & Wood, your #1 dealership in Greenville and the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
Hey, Birdland, watch the O's take on the Cleveland Guardians Friday, June 3rd through 5th. Kick off your weekend with an Adley Rutschman Welcome to the Show t-shirt. Plus, stay after the game for Friday fireworks. Then, get to the yard early on Saturday when the first 15,000 fans 15 and over will receive a This is Birdland t-shirt presented by Baltimore area Chick-fil-A restaurants. Finally, on Sunday, Kids Run the Bases presented by Wise Markets. Spend your weekend watching Orioles baseball. Purchase your tickets today at Orioles.com/tickets.
The best burgers around. Everyone loves a thick, juicy, and fresh burger. Tiebreakers in Greenville, plus the all-new Tiebreakers in Winterville. Do real burgers better than anybody. So don't just go to any burger-themed restaurant chain. It's time to break the chain and eat local. Tiebreakers, real burgers at its best.
Everybody loves burgers.
Your first stop for shopping is at Shimmer Boutique. This is Ashley from Shimmer. We are fully stocked with the latest apparel, shoes, and accessories and more. If you need gift ideas or some shopping therapy for yourself, stop by today. Looking for the hottest shoes on the market? Shimmer has the biggest selection of Hey Dudes anywhere. Shimmer has the newest Yeti products and colors. Want this year's most popular bag? Shimmer has a great selection of all your bog bag needs and accessories. Shimmer in Greenville, Winterville, and Jacksonville.
Hey Pirate fans, this is Cliff Godwin. Summer is upon us, and I want to invite you to attend our CG23 Youth Camp here at East Carolina University. We will offer 3 sessions of camp. All camps will be held at Clark LeClaire Stadium, and campers will get baseball instruction from the ECU baseball staff and players. Campers will play games each day, and each camp ends with our famous Pirate Slip and Slide. Full day and half day sessions offered. For more information, visit cliffgodwinbaseballcamp.com. See you there, and go Pirates!
Join us at Purple Blossom Yoga Studio, Greenville's premier yoga studio, for our wide array of classes, including restorative, power, hot yoga, and more. We even fly into the weekend with our aerial yoga workshops. New to our studio? Check out our special for new yogis. 3 classes for only $30. Check out our website or social media for all the information and up-to-date schedules at Purple Blossom Yoga Studio. Purple Blossom Yoga, where your health and mindset collide and help you transform to a new you.
Hey Pirate fans, Derek Pizzeni from Carolina Wealth Management. Are you a fiduciary? That's a question every investor should ask their advisor. A fiduciary is an individual who acts in the best interest of a particular person or beneficiary. Is your advisor a fiduciary? You should know it's your money. At Carolina Wealth Management, we do things differently from other investment firms. To learn more about the benefits of working with a fiduciary advisor, visit mycarolinawealth.com. That's mycarolinawealth.com.
Hey Pirate fans, this is Coach Cliff Godwin. The physicians at Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center have been caring for our athletes at ECU for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for our sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care, physical therapy, and diagnostic testing. For experienced and professional services, call the team at Orthopedics East at 252-757-2663 or visit them online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates!
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, and get rid of unwanted hair? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar Medi-Spa on Red Banks Road in Greenville. Free consultations are available by calling 752-1406 or visiting beautybarmedispa.com. Enjoy your visit, love your transformation, and congratulations to Jeff Dover of Greenville. Picked up lunch for 2 at Tiebreakers. Yeah, I know. Tiebreakers is open every day at 11 a.m. and is the best place to watch your favorite sports while enjoying the best wings in town, along with sandwiches, appetizers, cold beer, and more. Follow Tiebreakers on Facebook and Instagram for daily updates. Now let's head back into the show. Here is Clip.
All right, back with you.
Why does he always win when I'm on the show? And why doesn't his brother Benjamin ever get to win?
This is the inside
Because Bend Over never gets to win, Shirley. It's always Jeff.
As soon as I answered the phone and he told me, I said, who's this? Jeff Dover. I'm like, oh, great.
And she said, congratulations.
I was like, yay.
There comes another Bend Over, Jeff.
Nothing against you, Jeff. It's just
It's not,
Troy making
no,
a
I specifically told Jeff, I said, it's not you, it's him.
Every time, and you're here 2 times a week.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Sometimes in the 3 o'clock hour when we don't even give away stuff. It's always Troy D, 5 o'clock hour, Dover wins.
It's crazy.
That's one of those things.
And I know you guys get on me about time and the passage of time, but
here we go.
Is this week not flown by?
Not
real.
bad, it has.
This has been like literally the fastest week of the year.
Well, I got an idea.
Like I feel like we've only worked one day, and then it's like today, and now it's like the weekend's tomorrow with the game.
Football season, obviously, we need to be here all week, but I think Troy D this summer We should go Mondays. We should go 3-day weekends at Pirate Radio.
What do you want to take off Fridays
or Monday? I kind of like the Monday off. It gets you to Friday.
Well, you know me. I'm a big take off Friday and Monday guy and work Tuesday, Wednesday.
Hey, look, that's you saying that, but I'm not going to disagree. Do we not disagree?
Do we not agree?
Run it.
I think we just need to get Ellerbe on board.
That's the problem.
Good luck.
We're not, yeah, good luck with that.
I was going to say we get Ellerbe out of here. That would be the easiest thing.
Place would go to hell in a handbasket.
That's true.
Without Ellerbe.
But we'd have a couple days off.
Yeah.
And then we'd have to close up shop
Yeah.
a couple weeks
We'd have a great run for a few weeks.
Man, this is fun. What?
Yeah.
Being not having a job anymore?
How come none of the bills got paid? Well,
bills? Yeah,
how come payroll?
What are those?
All right.
Oh, it would be fun, though.
All right. Well, just something to think about.
It is something to think about.
Shout out to our crew here. And Troy D., you were there, as Cliff Godwin pointed out.
It's fun. No, and it is fun. I do look. That is the part of the business. When I got started in the business, I used to love attending all that stuff, and I still, as I call it, like to get my hands dirty and being actually on location, doing interviews with the media folks at times like that, especially bigger moments like this, going into an NCAA tournament with other obligations. I don't get an opportunity to do it as much, Clip. So, and you're the kind of the same way. You used to do that for us. We have other people doing it now. We've got a great staff here, so it's not always up to me or you. You know, we got a lot of folks that can help out getting audio and video. But I really enjoy that part of the business, and I hate that I don't get to do it as much as I can. You know, so it's fun to get out there.
Oh, Chandler is going to sleep good tonight. He was out in the sun a lot today.
Yeah,
Troy D. getting interviews.
You okay, bud?
Yeah, man. Been back and forth from Clark LeClaire.
Your eyeball all right?
Dude, let me tell you something.
Got the itchiest
It
eye.
was hot out there today. It was crazy. But I enjoyed it. Me and CJ were out there for every single availability for each school that
I do
is
believe
represented today.
we're the only local media outlet that was there for every school today, and we'll put that all out on social media. And
I know that for a fact.
Yeah, have that available. So everybody had a media availability, every school that's in the regional, and we covered every one of them.
Got to talk to two former national championship coaches with Brian O'Connor at Virginia. You also had Gary Gilmore at Coastal Carolina, and you can see those videos on our social media platforms.
You talked about how hot it was out there, Chan. I think one of the things it's you know, we're not always on the field out there, and before, you know, they've got the field turf you know, along the third baseline, first base behind home plate. Man, you don't realize until you're on it how hot that field turf
the playing
is.
surface and
the actual
heat is just
surface.
coming from
I think, you know, obviously there's a big benefit to have natural grass on the field, because I don't think the grass gets like that, and it doesn't. But man, that field turf is made out of plastic, and you can feel it going through your shoes. I mean, it is. If the whole field was that, it would be a real factor.
I had to check the bottom of my shoes today to make sure they weren't melting off.
I mean, I'm being serious.
No,
it's
I know.
hot.
I was there.
Yeah.
I agree.
He went to all four, Troy.
Yeah, I just was at one. I was like, yeah, I'm good.
John Moody, by the way, shout out to John and the crew at East Carolina with the maintenance, the landscaping, all that stuff out there.
Saw him today.
Yeah, he saw
was at
you
work.
too. He said you didn't look so good.
He said, Chandler, you didn't look so good. Chandler's not used to more huffing it like that, man. That was a lot of physical activity.
Were you struggling out there, bud?
No.
He did say it was hot. You do
Is he
still
saying
look red.
Is he saying I'm ugly?
No. He meant like tired, like out of shape,
yeah.
hot, maybe heat exhaustion.
I mean, it was hot. I mean,
Yeah.
I was probably sweating. Yeah. I mean,
you look like
I will say
I was in the trenches.
They were busy out there getting everything. ESPN rolled up. They were rolling out all the cameras, getting everything ready. But they got all the signage up, all the NCAA signage. You know,
I love
welcome
that
to the
every
NCAA
single-
regional.
Oh, yeah.
It
Seeing
just
that
gives it a
stuff.
different feel. It gives it a big time atmosphere
Yeah.
when you start seeing those banners everywhere and this signage for the tournament itself.
Which that part's cool. It's not cool that they completely try to take away the home environment with some of the things.
Yeah.
And something Eric Ward talked about yesterday, which he probably would have raged about if he was in here today. The fact that there's a chance ECU's not the home team every week, every game this weekend.
Well, I've never understood that.
That is
you're the number one seed. You're hosting.
You earned it.
Yeah. Then you should pick your dugout, and you should pick it. You know.
Now, I do think they get to keep the dugout, but there is a chance that they could be an away team at home.
And that is stupid. I do think that is dumb.
But Chandler, what? Anything you said? The shortstop from Coastal caught your eye? Anything else you heard or saw today out
Very
there?
smooth. We talked to Coastal Carolina's second baseman. I think that's what they said. Matt McDermott asked him about how if him and his teammates were excited to play in an environment like this weekend. And actually, he is a super senior. Before going to Coastal Carolina, he was at William and Mary, and they opened the season off here like last year or a couple years ago. I think he said
we
during
walked
the
him
COVID
off.
year.
Yeah.
And he remembers how great of an atmosphere that was at that time, and he said he was very excited to see a regional atmosphere this weekend.
So we open up Friday at 1 o'clock against Coppin State. Do we have? I didn't know if you had it queued up, ready to go.
I've got the head coach.
So this is the head coach from Coppin State. Do we have
Sherman Reed?
Here's how that sounded a little earlier today at Clark Claire.
Coach, just your impressions of East Carolina in this matchup.
I'll tell you what, it's going to be a good one, man. We're facing one of the hottest teams in America right now, right? So that means they're due for a loss, right? But they're really playing real well, man. They took their momentum right into postseason with 4 straight wins, and we're lucky to have the opportunity to play a great program like ECU.
What's the strength of your ball club, Coach?
I think right now, man, we can hit. I mean, we can hit. We have a real good disciplined approach that Coach Ossobal has taught the guys, and they've brought into it. And we're going to run, man. We're going to speed. We have speed up and down our lineup. We're going to run. And the pitchers compete in the strike zone. That's one thing we're proud of. The new pitching coach that came on board, our guys will compete in the strike zone. So we're going to make you earn it.
Coach, how much do you or the team know about the environment here in the jungle out in the outfield?
We've heard a lot. The guys have been following social media, and we know how the ECU fans get behind their ball club. So it's going to be a hostile first game for us, but I think we prepared them mentally for that.
What kind of game do you look for in this game?
I think it's going to be a well-played game. I think with the pitching that we know we're going to get thrown at us from ECU, and with the guy that we're throwing on the mound, one of the best top two-way, not only pitchers but hitters, a guy that can swing the bat too. We're gonna give ourselves a good chance in that we're going out number 1. So I think it's going to be a very close and competitive game. I really would be shocked if a lot of runs were scored in this one.
All right, Coach says take the under. Going to be some good pitching. Troy, I heard you say earlier ECU is in a house money situation, which I tend to disagree with.
Well, I don't know if I said that.
You said it in hour 1. I don't think you meant it the way you said it. I think what you meant to say was nobody at midway point in the season thought we'd be hosting.
Yeah. I feel like in many ways the pressure's off this team, even though the expectation is to win because you're hosting. And you've gotten the 8th seed.
And they're so loose.
Right.
Okay.
I think this does feel different than other regionals where there was a huge pressure that the expectation was ECU was the odds-on favorite. You know, there has been some media outlets that have predicted Virginia to come out of this regional.
Vegas has the
betting odds, which are the most legit.
Yeah.
Not someone's opinion. That's what the money is on, which matters the most to people if you're betting it. Has ECU as an underdog in this regional.
The true house money team here, though, is the one we just heard of from Coppin State.
Yeah,
they're coming in here.
They got nothing to lose.
Yeah.
And he's right. Streaks are made to be broken.
What I do like is everybody's 0-0 right now, so I don't even think the team's thinking about the 18-game winning streak. They're thinking about
I don't think
winning, getting through this weekend.
Correct. You need to start a 1-game winning streak now. Yeah.
So, and look, we talked about it a moment ago. East Carolina has struggled in these 1-4 matchups before.
No doubt.
Lost one. We're trailing last time. So.
And baseball's a funny game clip. I mean, one game.
One hot pitcher.
You can look incredible one game, and you can look like crap in another. And it's the same team, same season.
Which makes 18 in a row in baseball, like, almost unfathomable.
It is an impressive streak.
Yeah.
That is very tough to do. But, it starts over. As you said, this is really a new season at this point. Everybody's back even. Everybody in this tournament's good. There isn't a bad team in the tournament. There are some, I think, really good teams, and there's some great teams. But it also comes down to who's hot. Who's hot at the right time.
Troy, you like walking down memory lane. What do you remember about the team that played in Kinston? Were you at that?
Yeah, I was. I was there. Yeah. I was at a different station at the time, and I went. At that time, there was no social media. There wasn't we don't cover it like we were doing it now. So I remember
this is pretty strictly radio.
And we were just doing I went and sat behind. I had seats behind home plate. I just went as a fan, really. And I remember a packed Granger Stadium. I do remember that
Was there any orange there?
I did not remember any.
Really?
If there was. I remember that coming down to like, oh my God, we score here, we're going to the World Series. Like we had a guy on third. I remember it came down to like we were almost like a play away.
I think didn't they win 2? Wasn't it you were like a play away from winning a game?
Maybe that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
that sounds a lot like the Texas Tech regional.
Texas Tech
yes, it was very similar.
We were
to that.
90 feet away from Omaha.
Yes, so it had that feel to it. I don't remember all, but I remember Keith LeClair's van in the outfield. I remember him watching from his van back then. And it was just like...
So, yeah, the Tennessee won 2.
Okay.
But game 1, I think, was the game you're talking about.
Yeah,
where
and maybe it was like and if they won that one, it could have totally changed the whole outlook of everything. But I remember the atmosphere was just absolutely amazing at that thing.
And now we got to get through this weekend, but to have it here in our own backyard, I mean...
It would be a big deal. I mean, and there was one time in Wilson.
Was that a regional or was that a super?
You know what? That might have been a regional, not a super. I'd have to go back and look at the history.
Yeah, I do remember that.
You know, and I wasn't, for whatever reason, I couldn't get to the one in Wilson.
So was that like the Wilson Taub Stadium, I guess?
I don't know where they ended up playing that one. I just know it was in Wilson because
it was at the Taub Stadium.
We couldn't host because it was old, Harrington Field. Wasn't able to. And then really that was the motivating factor to fundraise for Clark LeClair. Like, look, this team's so good. We're losing opportunities in the postseason because our stadium sucks. You know, it was just back then, it was just literally just bleachers and kind of like a high school press box, if you would. And the jungle was the original jungle with, it was just the outfield with trees back there. There was no berm or anything.
Well, that's the old, this is what it was built for. Remember Britt Johnson? Bailey had the highlight of the South Carolina regional win, and like Britt Johnson gets right in front of his camera and says, "This is why we built this. This is why we built this." Well, literally, they built it to host these regionals and potentially super regionals.
Yeah, so I would say on that, mission accomplished.
Yeah,
they definitely hosted regionals, and this will be interesting to see if they can get to a super regional.
You got to take advantage of what they've been given here.
And let's be honest, a super regional will be the closest. That's the equivalent of, I would say, a Sweet 16 in the Elite 8 type of deal in the NCAA tournament. And the majority of Pirate fans, not all Pirate fans will be able to attend that. It's still limited tickets. There'll probably be more people that want to see that in person that can go. But, not everybody, if they were to win that, most people aren't going to be able to go to Omaha. Let's just be honest. It's very expensive. It's very difficult to get to. The majority of fans are going to watch that on TV. So the super regional will be the closest you can get to that type of atmosphere.
Man, another thing I like about this time of year is, and hopefully they bring it back, is that Bases Loaded, whatever they call it on ESPN, where they have every game.
It's like a red zone.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Red zone for baseball.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's, we'll fire that up tomorrow.
One of my memories came up online, and evidently, because I remember I was like, Marcus Crandall on my
Troy.
I probably shouldn't say that publicly, but
ECU had
the epic rain delay.
A regional year rain delay. They went back to your house, you said?
I had like a whole crew. Like the spread looked incredible. Remember the food? Like I
wasn't there.
All right, I've got a kitchen island that's about the size of this table, and I had food covering it, like really like nice stuff. I was like, where is this? Is this
Troy's looking at his pictures
and then I see
his
Tony
house.
Collins is there. Marcus Crandall was there. It's like a who's who of like ECU.
Troy had no memory of this at all.
And I'm like,
he said, "Why are these people in my house? Was I there?"
And then I read the comment, due to the long rain delay, we're back at my house watching Bases Loaded on ESPN.
You had the camera shot of your TV.
Yeah. And it was all pictures from my house with all people we associate with and we're friends with. I'm like, why don't I remember this? I was like, man, how many beers did I have in that rain delay?
Well, it's a good thing you took pictures, Troy. That would have been a memory.
This is why I take photographs.
You never had.
People want to go, why is he always taking pictures? Because I can't remember crap.
Hell of a party.
I was telling
don't remember anything.
Nice. It did, I swear, I don't think I've had anything that nice since. I'm like, man, I really went all out with the food and stuff.
I was telling the story yesterday about that Monday where we had to play Campbell. We had to beat him twice. I was back at home in Sampson County watching the first game with my dad, and it was like the fifth inning. We knew ECU was up a pretty good margin. You texted me, Troy, and said, hey, or I texted you first. I said, look, I really want to go to this game. You said, I got a ticket. And I told Dad, I said, look, I said, Troy just got, I said, Troy's got me a ticket. I'm going to that game. and I like hauled ass here to Greenville, and I had you and your twin boys in my car, and I took you guys to the jungle. You probably don't remember
my car was already there.
It was
truck
already
was
there, and you told me, "Hey, come to the studio, and we'll go to the game." And we ended up winning that night. That was pretty cool.
I do remember that. And guess who's got a ticket for you for the regionals? You get a ticket.
I get a ticket, baby.
Got you covered.
Thank you, sir.
Remind me before we leave here. I got you all session passes for the entire week.
They call him the one-man ticket master.
I tell you
Troy
what,
D.
Is this a reward for working my ass off all day?
Absolutely.
I appreciate it.
Yes, it
buddy.
is.
Hey, I'm excited for this weekend. I really am.
You're not alone. It's going to be a fun weekend. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back, have more for you on Pirate Radio Live. We'll tell you what we'll be doing on Friday's show. And before Friday's show, we'll be live with you, too. Talk about that and more when we return after this.
Hey, Troy D here with my good friend Kelvin Rawls from Pest Tech. Kelvin, I just want to thank you and Chris and all the great folks at Pest Tech for such awesome service. You totally eliminated the mosquitoes in my backyard, plus the fire ant problem I was having in the yard.
Hey, you're certainly welcome, Troy. I have heard the same thing from all of our customers through the year of COVID. With everyone being home, they want to enjoy the outside and being mosquito, fire ant, and pest free.
Enjoy all your property from the kitchen to the curb. Visit pesttechofgreenville.com today for complete service.
America's favorite light beer, Bud Light, is also the official beer of the ECU Pirates. When planning your fun times at the pool, river, beach, or backyard grilling, be sure to pick up some Bud Light at your favorite retailer. Bud Light carefully brews their beer to be perfect for anywhere there is fun, because when there's fun, Bud Light is there. Have fun this summer, Pirate Nation, and always stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
Hello, Eastern North Carolina. If you're looking for a great place to work with competitive pay and advancement opportunities, Pitt County Schools is hiring. We employ over 3,000 people, and we're one of the largest employers in Pitt County. Pitt County Schools is currently seeking teachers, bus drivers, school nutrition personnel, facility staff, custodians, clerical staff, and more. We offer advanced leadership opportunities for our educators and competitive pay for our skilled labor force. Come work for a diverse, thriving school system and be an important part of ensuring success for the students of Pitt County who are the future of Eastern North Carolina. To fill out an application, visit our website today at pittschools.org. That's pittschools.org, or go directly to our job postings at bit.ly/PCS employment. That's bit.ly/PCS employment. Pitt County Schools, engaging, empowering, and elevating every student and every staff member every single day.
The Wood Ducks are at Granger Stadium this upcoming week versus the Charleston River Dogs, May 31st through June 5th. If you were at the Wednesday game on the 25th, bring your ticket this Wednesday for free entry. Saturday, there will be a pregame concert, and the first 1,000 fans will receive a Hawaiian button-down shirt sponsored by Down East Homes. Go online to get your tickets in advance at woodducksbaseball.com or at the box office the day of the game. Hope to see you at Granger Stadium cheering on the Wood Ducks. Go Woodies!
The Rick House is Eastern North Carolina's premier American-style restaurant and bourbon bar. Join us at the Rick House for mouth-watering steaks and made-from-scratch pastas. Check out the 16-ounce cowboy steak or the seafood delight pasta. Join us for our legendary brunch on Sundays from 10 to 2. The Rick House can feed your larger crowds with off-site catering and room for 125 in our adjacent banquet hall. The Rick House, American Provisions and Spirits, 710 Red Banks Road beside the bowling alley in Greenville.
When I need jeans, I order online because I know exactly what I want. They have just one moving part, and if there's something wrong, I exchange them. Buying a vehicle, especially pre-owned, is way different. Lots of moving parts. You don't want to get stuck. For a worry-free purchase, visit Phelps Chevrolet. We've been here in town a very long time. You know us. You know we stand behind everything we sell. Phelps Chevrolet in Greenville. Come get you one.
University PC Care has been the Pirate Nation's go-to IT expert since 2006. Your office deserves a proactive tech support approach instead of always reacting to issues after the damage is done. You need BizCare. BizCare tech support and cybersecurity plans keep you ahead of potential issues and much safer from cyber threats like ransomware. What's at your office? Call William today to schedule your free BizCare consultation or learn more at universitypccare.com.
This is Roger Harris, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Let's take a quick look at your stock market. It was a good day for the Dow. They were up 435 points at 33,248. The NASDAQ was ahead 322 points at 12,316. The S&P was up 75 points, closed out the day at 4,176. That's your Wells Fargo Advisors Financial Report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, member SIPC. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. What is this? What do you got?
I'm Ticketmaster, man. Taking care of my people, Clip.
Yes.
There's so many sessions. I gotta make sure I put the right ticket for the right session. This is not as easy as it sounds.
Hey, Clip, how about you not worry about it?
I know.
Yeah. So I've got 7 session tickets. Bought multiple tickets so we could take, care of our staff.
Yeah.
And now I got to make sure I pull the same ticket for each session.
Holy crap.
And because I told Chandler if he wanted to go to every single session, which technically there are 7 if needed, definitely 6, possibly a 7th, I'm going to go ahead and give him the ticket so he doesn't have to worry about finding me later.
This is some definite mob activity going on right now.
Hey, how about you just keep...
I didn't see nothing.
Hey, how about you just keep your mouth shut?
Instead of waiting till the end of the show, I figured I could multitask and do this while we're on the air, which was probably a terrible idea.
We need to get Ellerbe in here. This is an Ellerbe thing, it feels like. All right.
He left this in my jurisdiction, Clip.
All right.
For real.
You're the man for the
this
job.
is your problem.
Coming up 1 o'clock on Friday, if you're not out at Clark LeClaire Stadium, then check us out. We'll be watching the game here in the Pirate Radio studios. Hey, Mike Mullis going to come by?
Oh, but no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I'm looking forward to it. I really.
So Mullis is going to watch the game here?
He said he's going to come by at 1 o'clock.
And not be at the stadium?
He said for the beginning of the game. He might do both. I don't know.
Really?
Just depends on how it's going. I actually saw Mully today out at Clark LeClaire Stadium.
What's he doing?
He said he saw. He said
scouting.
He went and saw Bud. He went and saw Buddy.
Oh, he probably saw Coach Mack. I think him and Coach Mack used to be friends.
He did.
He knows some people.
Yeah.
So we'll have a lot of fun.
Mullis an old baseball guy.
He is. We'll be
couldn't tell it.
Facebook Live and YouTube coming up 1 o'clock, and join us, party with us coming up at 1 o'clock on Friday.
So for folks that don't understand what we're talking about, Clip, that maybe have missed that.
All right, so
explain what exactly the watch party
You're
is.
looking at us right now on a camera.
I'm one of those people that Troy talks to. What is a watch along?
Yeah.
There's a camera looking at us.
Right, so if you follow us on Facebook or YouTube.
All right, how about you explain?
Well, let's dumb it down a little bit.
I hadn't even started to talk yet.
All right.
Start from the
terrible job, Cliff.
Start from scratch.
I didn't get a sentence out.
Start from scratch, Cliff.
All right. Thomas Edison invented the light. In the beginning,
Stop making me laugh. My lips are chapped.
Adam and
In
Eve.
a galaxy far, far away.
Adam and Eve. There was a snake and an apple. I mean, all right. So there's a camera looking at us on Facebook Live, YouTube. You can see it right now. We're sitting at this table right now
On Facebook and YouTube Live.
Right behind that table is a beautiful Sony television, and we will be watching the game on that. Now, as we watch the game, we're going to be sitting here at this table, and we're going to be commentating on what's happening, reacting to it, talking about it,
In real
interacting with
time.
you as the game's going on.
Yeah.
We will be on Facebook Live and YouTube reacting to the game with you.
Yeah, and a lot of people, this is a work, let's remember, this is still a work day and school day for a lot of folks. So I think the online component of this thing could be huge. This is what we call a multi-screen experience. You may be watching the game on your laptop or computer or TV. You could then on your phone, you could then watch the watch along with us clip. So you can multitask. Or some people may not have access to watch the game. We may be their lifeline. This may be the only way they get to keep up with what's going on.
If you're a teacher out there and are a big ECU Pirate baseball fan, have nothing to do. School's almost over. It's about that time where you're finding busy work, or you put on a movie and you don't have the ESPN Plus. Put us on Facebook or YouTube.
Yeah.
Let the kids in your classroom
I think this would be very educational for the kids.
You put Mike Mullison here, he will teach the kids something. And that's one thing.
His wife is a teacher?
That's what. Hey, look, I'm
Maybe
very
she
excited.
could put us on in her classroom.
Not bad.
I'm very excited to have Mully in here tomorrow. I'm always excited to have Mully in here, but he will be able to kind of tell us situational baseball, like what should have happened there. Hearsay.
Is that supposed to be funny?
And Troy.
No, I'm serious.
Oh, Pirate Radio Live, of course, tomorrow at 3.
Yeah.
I guess I'm gonna call you.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll be on location.
Post game.
We can get warmed up for September 3rd.
Yeah, sure.
We'll talk to you during the show tomorrow.
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right.
I will be out there on location, so I'll be happy to check in with you during PRL.
Sounds good.
My third visit this week.
I know. Yeah. Is that okay? Like,
due for a bonus.
Find an awesome
Monday
guest
off. You were on 3 out of the 4 shows.
I know, this is unbelievable. This is almost like a full week for me. God, I'm gonna need a vacation.
All right. So
we'll do it. It'll be fun.
Big show coming up Friday.
Let's go Pirates.
Shirley Rhodes, Chandler Honeycutt. We'll see you tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Facebook Live and YouTube. Check us out. And we'll be back with you 3 o'clock on Pirate Radio Live on Friday. Go Pirates! We'll talk to you Friday.
Hey, Pirate Nation.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio